Gabby, make sure that she doesn't kill me. Because one of these days, one of my short jokes to her, she's going to kill me. My younger sister.
Oh, well. Alright.
She's got, like, peak short person energy. Like, I'll be like, yeah, my sister is, 5'4", Gabby's that short person that is, I am 5 feet, 4 inches, and a quarter, and...
So, I will let you guys know.
Vox is, like, the
we are
dog
live.
that's been raised with Great Danes their whole life, so Vox is just calm.
Unless Andrew says something aggravating, and then Vox wants to immediately...
Try to turn away from the microphone next time.
I did try the second time.
Okay.
The first one kind of stuck up on me.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons and Makeup.
The hard part is if I turn my head
We
too
play
hard and I
Dungeons and Dragons
sneeze,
while
I
I do
will
other
hurt my
people's
own
makeup.
neck.
Okay.
One of these days,
We're almost done.
I did have plans to do my makeup today, and then that just sounded like way too much work.
I did. Oops. My foundation.
I didn't even get that far.
I know that I would be shiny after I slept literally all day. Like a fucking loser.
Vox is our resident makeup artist.
Vox tells us what to do. And then
I just
does
own a
it for
shitload
us.
of makeup.
You and Meg both.
That's because you're a rock witch.
I mean, that's not wrong.
Rock witch.
Yeah, I was gonna
witch,
say,
rock witch.
makeup can
Makeup
be made...
is just powderized rocks.
Yeah.
No, it's powderized beetle.
Really?
Yes.
Usually.
Oh, beetles are just weird rocks.
It's...
They're living rocks.
Yeah.
with legs.
I don't know if that's true.
That's
It
why
is.
they're so shiny.
Like those really pretty teeny tiny gold beetles.
Yeah.
They're really cute.
Open eye, look up.
Boink!
Katie, what was your guess for our start time?
What time is it? Oh, well, that's not too
7:36.
bad.
Yeah, no, that's not too bad.
No, we actually did really good.
We're getting better at this.
Whoa.
That's 4 minutes before Katie guessed. She loses.
I don't know if HR can lose.
Kate, we guessed 7:45 would be the official start time for tonight.
We honestly could have started like 20 minutes ago at this point.
Look, we needed to get our bullshit juice out. Some of it. We never really fully get our bullshit juice out
You just look at me.
until, like, maybe... I won't even say until the end of the stream because it's still kind of going strong.
It's really bizarre to see myself reflected in your pupils.
Look deep into my eyes. Micah, honey, will you set my plate somewhere over in that?
Oh, Katie guessed in the Discord, too. At 6:06. And none of my
Look,
tabs
he
are
doesn't
open.
need fucking mascara.
What?
I said, look, he doesn't need freaking mascara.
Untrue.
The length of their eyelashes angers me at a personal level. And the fact that their eyelashes are all one color. Because mine are
I
not.
like your pretty white eyelashes.
I would like them more if I had more of them, instead of just like a weird clump in the corner of my eye.
I'm gonna say, isn't that what, like, fake eyelashes are for?
No.
Yeah, but ain't nobody want to deal with that.
I like things.
Mascara.
I do not. Yeah, that's how I used to hide my white eyelashes, was with mascara. Because I was ashamed of them.
But they're pretty.
Did you
I
want
would
to
like
spray
them
me?
more if I had, like, if
that's
all of
right.
my eyelashes were white.
Give it time.
I need more stress in my life, or poor circulation, I guess.
More stress or poor circulation.
That's
I
what it's
guess.
caused by.
I
Andrew
thought
looked
it
it
was
up.
just a thing, like how you can sometimes have a white patch in your hair or your eyebrows.
Yeah, I've got plenty of white patches in my hair.
That's called dandruff.
No, I mean,
No.
no, like, you know how Rogue from X-Men has, like, a white stripe in her hair?
Yeah.
That's, like, an actual thing.
One of
It
my
is.
friends in high school,
I'm
her mom was
forgetting that.
full silver fox by the time she was 15.
Wow.
I had a friend in college. Half of his head was white naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a thing, and I think
And it-
that's actually what
and
I
it
have.
translated
I just
to his
can't think
facial
of what it's
hair,
called.
too.
A friend of mine sent me the link for it.
Okay,
That's
now
very
I'm going to
cool.
go get my food.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like those colors on your bed.
His His hair was wild.
If he was a horse, I would want him.
That is
He was
a
part- a
sentence.
Statement.
He was part Russian. Is part Russian.
Was.
Was.
Yeah, it was.
He was part Russian.
I tried to make my hair white. It didn't turn out well.
That's because you gotta bleach it first.
I did.
That's like
What volume did you use?
He doesn't fucking know.
You're asking a question about something I did in college that ended up on my passport for.
Yeah, that was my school photo when I was like, oh yeah, you'll go blonde over summer. Clearly, everyone thought it was going to happen. I was like, fuck it, let's make it happen. And then I went ginger instead when I tried. And then there was school photos after summer, and I didn't think that far
Yep.
ahead because whoever thinks that far ahead, right?
Nobody.
So I was just a ginger, and I was a ginger for all of the days where it's like bad to be a ginger in New Zealand.
Yep.
Like the
I don't know what that means.
That is like the
kickaranga, kissaranga, and other things rangas. Ranga being redhead.
That means nothing to
yeah.
us.
Yeah.
It's just apparently non-specific days where it's like
Kick
kick the
Aranga.
redhead,
Yeah.
kick
so
the redhead,
Kick the redhead. Kiss
Oh.
the redhead.
punch
Oh.
the
Punch the
redhead.
redhead.
They tried to shave the redhead, but
This all sounds
That is like the thickest bread
horrible
and grilled
hazing.
cheese I have seen in my life.
it's just
This is
But it's the whole country.
2 people with red hair every year. And that's multiple different days. That's not just one day where it's all of those things. It's like, oh, yeah.
My mom has very pretty naturally redhead. Is a natural redhead, like that really pretty, like you can't, like people want to get it out of a box dye, but it'll never happen. Like rich, folly red. Okay, rogue red, and she dyes it, bleaches it blonde because her redhead hair makes her look older.
Good
in her
evening.
opinion, but I
I
think the
cannot pronounce
blonde
that name.
ages her more.
Oh.
Good evening, Kinge. Kienj.
Oh, Eric.
Ching.
Hello, Eric.
That's Eric.
You get,
That's my DM from another game.
that's what you get Eric from.
If I give you terrible ideas to use against Vox, you're welcome.
How do you pronounce it?
I'm lighting this down here.
King
Risk
gay.
of
King.
lighting my
Kigu.
ass on fire.
King gay. I'm just gonna go with king gay.
Kink gay.
At some point, I will take this shawl off.
But for now, you're
Eventually
happy.
later.
I'm just happy, yeah.
Kange.
K and
I should remember Farron has
Kienj.
advantage
Oh.
on his first roll. Because we ended last session with that. Yay.
Kienj.
I'm gonna need it.
The advantage.
Concierge.
Probably.
Concierge.
That's a throwback to our aviary attorney stream.
Oh my god.
I've been watching a lot of Phoenix Wright videos, which is essentially the same
Does
thing.
it rhyme with orange?
Just with
Kienj.
humans and not burbs.
Ian?
Kien.
Kiev. What?
Oh.
No.
I didn't
Wrong
actually
pronunciation.
I didn't actually steal one of your tater tots.
Nope.
If I wanted more tater tots, I
Yo.
would get up and get more tater tots, but I have not. I am full.
My brain's all over the place
Do you
right
ever
now.
see that Vine of the
Hello?
dog? Some guy walks up to the dog and goes, "Hi, Hank. Did you eat all the tater tots?" And the dog just opens his mouth. There's like 100 tater tots fall out. And he goes, "Oh, you can keep them."
All right, hello and welcome back to the Sandy Hydra Tavern. I'm your tavern keeper for today, Jacob.
Tragic.
Tragic.
All right, so I know who.
Look, let him get his roasting in of you while
He has a
can.
limited time to live.
He's
I
got
know.
He has a limited time
It's
to
a
live.
limited time. to-
Same.
Same. Yeah, you better run. Before Vox gets up and stabs you.
And this is on par for our streams, so welcome.
Hi, Scott.
Hello. So, I made a mistake. I wanted to pull my hair up also, but I gave my hair tied to the other one.
Oh. Well, ask for it back. We only needed it so that we could do,
Eyeballs. Eyeballs.
because it was in the way.
We all have a limited time to live.
Not me. I'm gonna live forever.
Just out of spite.
I'm gonna live forever in the dreaded minds of everyone at this table.
If I ever leave this world alive.
Joke's on you.
As for horrible things, Jake, this show has already provided that. Meat elemental.
Ah, yes.
And then Eric had to go and tell me that meat elementals are essentially a thing in the game that we're playing.
Yes.
Right now. It is directly related to my character. And I was like, I'm gonna die.
Did we figure out if a meat elemental is more like a golem or if it is fluid? Meat.
It can be both. They're different kinds of meat elemental. You've got the firm meat elemental and the sloshy meat elemental.
Can you? There are like grades of meat elemental. Like one's made from like really good meat,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then one's like all
Is
tendons
the
and
lead
bones.
meat elemental a Wagyu beef?
This is a
No,
pretty...
the lead-
It's very marbled.
Help.
Is there like a hibachi grill in your world where it's just like a meat golem
Cooking yourself.
Help!
cooking itself, just like
No, that's
What-
torture. That's torture
There-
for them. You tie them up and you cut the pieces off.
So there is a demi-plane somewhere in my world that is
Oh,
entirely
sure,
sentient food.
I wanna die.
It,
Okay,
Well,
Brennan.
A5, motherfucker.
No, the top
I went there to
tier,
grab my drink and
the top tier meat elemental is just a skinless cow.
I would like to point out, Honey Bunches, that you kind of
Is it
started
Wagyu? Is it a Wagyu cow?
Yes.
Why are you cow?
Teriyaki elemental?
I really don't get the point of fucking Wagyu because all it is aged beef. And aged beef is disgusting.
It's not.
It's not.
That's not
Clear?
what it is at all.
That's not what it is.
Can I have my hair tie back?
What did you do with it?
I wanted to use it.
It's grass-fed.
Ass.
The hair tie?
Yay, more
Can the party
expansions.
please visit
Yeah.
the food demi-plane?
They've got to find it first.
Nope.
Well, you know, I just need a fork attuned with the plane, and, you know, a fork attuned with food is fairly common.
He's got a point.
So I can get us there.
Hello, we're leaving the Festival of Holy Water to
No.
the demi-plane of beef.
You can leave me here.
I'm sorry, that's probably so loud.
You say
Or,
like you
and hear me out, what if we take the Festival of Holy Water to the meat plane?
What if
No.
we bring meat from the meat plane to the Festival of Holy Water?
I wanna die. I need that
Don't
on
worry.
the record.
That can be
The
arranged.
one of the worst things I heard when it came to meat was actually capturing a troll and slowly slicing off its flesh long enough for it to come back, and then just selling
Yeah.
troll patties.
Yeah, isn't
Yeah.
that what you could do with the meat elementals too?
I'm
If
like
they regenerate.
90% certain there was an entire Doctor Who episode about that.
Yes. Yes, there was.
I almost
I'm-
cut it too short to pull up.
I think
Oh.
it was a star whale, though.
Just a little,
It was
I love it.
England. The world was dying, and a giant space whale came down, and the English
Kinda
basically
sticks
built
straight
a
out,
city
doesn't it?
on the space whale.
Yeah.
And then the space whale was
Calm
what
down,
they
Zay.
ate to survive because of
Well,
space.
yeah,
and
it
they fed
needs to go
children.
up here.
Anyway.
It's too short for that.
D&D
they
at
fed
the
children,
first
that's
level.
right.
D&D at the first level already.
Well, they fed it the convicts as well. It didn't actually eat the children.
A modest proposal?
We're going straight,
I don't know what his name was.
Do we have to?
So, last time on the Sandy
am I allowed to
Hydra,
hit you yet?
No.
Am I allowed to hit
I
you?
haven't started physical therapy yet.
do it anyway. Just do it in the forehead.
Just not the arm. The leg, the knee.
Really,
not-
it's just the shoulder. Like, from here down, it's fine.
There you go. The
The
leg.
side.
Just
The
don't
lid.
aim for the shoulder.
The lid. Patrick.
The lid.
The lid.
The lid. Bap.
It was
Alright.
fine for the last 2 days, and then I lifted my laundry basket up earlier, and now my arm hurts again.
Good job.
Alright, so last time on the Sandy Hydra, our party was headed to the warehouse with Hildebrandy the 14th.
Who got his ass beat?
Oh, right, we were doing a job.
Yes.
Last time on the Sandy Hydra.
The handy Hydra. Alduin ran into the same wall like 3 times. Subatomic bottom energy. Hello.
Hello.
That's a fantastic name, by the way.
Yeah, I love that. Me too, pal.
Same. Yep.
Oh wait, no, that's Scott Lang.
Oh my god, Jake showed me the inspo for Hill Day. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, hoping for more suplexes this week.
We will see.
I also showed Vox the inspiration for Hildebrandy the 14th. And his father.
Listen, I am an absolute troll and I don't care.
Who I still think you need to cosplay.
You're a dwarf, not a troll.
The, God. Which one, the dad or the, son?
You need to cosplay the dad, because
yeah.
you've got facial hair and I refuse to look at your bare face.
That's right. It's the
Hildebrand has
reason...
facial hair too.
Huh?
Hildebrand has facial hair too.
Not much.
No, not much. Not enough for me to justify Jake cosplaying. Besides, Hammer, Godbert, Hammer, fix things with Hammer.
I like hammers.
I did an entire pose on Final Fantasy yesterday that was based on Godbert. Just suplexing someone into the ground.
Plant.
That's
holy
amazing.
carrot. Godbert Manderville.
Alright, so, last time on the Sandy Hydra, we were all heading to
The warehouse.
the warehouse. Now, this week we will have a battle cam, but I will warn you that, it's a little bit janky today.
I know where the USB extender is.
It's too late for that, because I ain't touching that.
It's too
It's
late
on my
now.
desk. We used it for the Xbox controllers when we were playing Crawl.
It's too late. It's already plugged in. I ain't unplugging it. That'll be like another 20 minutes of work. So yes, we will be having a makeshift battle cam.
A makeshift. Oh boy, we are
Oh boy.
we are throwing back.
We are in janky times again until I can find the time to do all this again. I gotta redo
Janky
cables.
times.
So yes, this is what we will be dealing with this
Janky
week.
times.
Skanky times.
Skanky
Which
times.
oddly I think is slightly better than our old
That's
battle
every time
cam
I'm on
anyway.
Final Fantasy.
But
It is actually. I like that quite a lot.
What?
The battle cam.
Oh, yeah, that's actually not bad.
I like the angle.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we know how we've got to change it.
just mount it right here.
I'm just gonna.
But yes. So before we get to that, first things first. Does everyone have inspiration?
No.
I think
Yes.
I still have mine.
No, I used
Still
mine
have mine.
because otherwise I would have net one.
I need my.
Damn. You need your.
Fuck.
I'm down to one.
I lost. I forgot all my dice at home.
Oh,
that's
no!
Oh. That explains it.
You threw that short. How dare you?
Do you have
Oh
yours?
no.
Okay.
You threw that short just
Nani?
like you.
I've got an extra bag upstairs if you want it.
I also have additional
I've
dice
got
if
extra
you.
dice too.
I will probably end up needing some various
Grab
dice.
those.
I have a few, but
Here. These are all the ones I'm not using right now.
I know we're totally getting the plot. I know. But just to do a few
Who here was paying
refreshers.
attention to the plot?
I mean,
I mean,
don't
I was
need to
busy
use
getting
it.
drunk.
Look.
I can't speak for everybody though.
I know I usually have like for such my little
I
bag.
had to get
left
drunk
at
and
home
punch a
with
bitch in the face and headbutt him.
This is a set. It's very recognizable and so suits you.
Ooh,
This skulls in it.
these are very tell. Thanks, Nint.
It's just got skulls in it.
I love it.
Oh, I want to look at those.
It's very. I mean, it's very tell.
Oh, I love these.
That was from the Diet Jake.
Okay.
Those are so cool.
So.
There's skulls in them. They're cute. Little friends.
It was Vox who had the, or not Vox.
Tell.
Hold on, working on it. Myth, Nakane, Alduin, Tel, Faerun.
Hi. If you ever forget what my name is, it's the name of your world.
Jake.
No, not your world.
No, that's
That's the name of the
Standard
D&D
D&D
world.
world.
It's the name of one of your main hero people. Spelled slightly differently.
yes.
In all three instances.
Faerun is how his name is spelled. Totally not inspired by Faerun from the Forgotten Realms, by the way.
And nor is
He
Faerun...
forgot.
Nor
No,
is,
I just didn't know that's what it was called.
Nor is Faerun inspired by either of them. It's just
Oh,
a
yeah.
coincidence. I made Faerun, and then Jake gave me a weird look like, what? And I was like,
Well, between both of us, we've had Faerun, Faramir, and Phelan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah,
all
yes.
independently.
Elven names.
Then again, we had
They were all
And then
elven
in
names.
my first game, I had a city that was almost identical to an actual city in the Forgotten Realms.
Oh, that's funny.
Draenor.
oh yeah, Draenor. Myth Draenor is the
Yeah.
Or how Del Mar became Del Taco because we started talking about fish tacos.
Didn't you actually
Del
have
Tacos Del Mar.
Okay, anyway, so
you had those Gilias as well?
the Sandy Hydra at the first level.
Ella's here
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
All right, so, Tell, you navigate these streets, which are now starting to get dark. And you
Give
eventually...
me directions, which is very helpful.
Yep, you have directions, so it will not take you long to get there.
Following you, right?
You turn down a street corner.
Oh, thank you.
Was it a fuzzy?
Turn on a street corner.
Yep, sorry. You turn down a street corner to see rows of pretty much identical looking buildings. But you have been directed to one of the ones that is right on the corner. And
And I know that there are invisible guards.
You actually have the dice over there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, facing us.
no.
And now it's too late.
No, it was pure coincidence. And yes, I'm using...
Look, any excuse you can find to use that is great. You don't have to give us a reason. You could just use it and we just kind of accept it that is the long arm of the DM.
For what should be very obvious reasons, I'm the green one.
Yeah, yes.
Oh yeah, I picked these out... Well, okay, except for maybe Myths. Myth, you're pink.
Dino
I've got
Cam.
pink on my coaster.
Yeah.
Dino Cam.
Dino
Eldrin
Cam.
just assumes they'll get to where they're going. They'll get there in time. It might not even be his time. It might be a different Eldrin's time.
Alright, so we are... So I'm gonna also have to use this to point. This is the warehouse that you guys are looking at. You guys were warned that the guards are invisible.
I can see invisible creatures, I think.
Yeah, I
With
think
my
so
robe of us.
too.
You are getting many positive feelings about the
You can just
dinosaur.
do detect magic.
See, I thought it was the best purchase of this entire bar.
Yeah, it's true.
Yep, I
I
can
don't
see
know, the
invisible
barrel.
creatures and objects,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well as into the ethereal plane.
Alright.
Where them guys at?
Oh, that's right. We've all got a +10 to stealth right now because he.
Yeah.
Alright.
We should roll that.
I don't need.
So are
I
you...
think we already did.
So you're actively
Stealth.
looking for...
Yep.
the
You and
guards.
I have
Alright,
heavy
go ahead
stealth.
and roll a perception check.
Not right now, I don't.
No, we have heavy stealth. There can't. If there's no witnesses, it's still stealth.
It's true.
What?
Look, I already had butted a mofo at
It
the
was
bar.
not stealthful when I accidentally destroyed all of the diplomats in that one place in a
23.
different world.
No,
23. Alright,
Kind of.
looking
You
around.
got away with it.
I did get away.
You don't see any guards.
He smuggled you out in a bag of holding.
They're, he couldn't
my
see them, so he said they were invisible. There were never any cards.
That would be quite
We
funny.
surrounded your crib with black poisonous snakes. I don't see any snakes. They're invisible.
I mean,
There might be inside.
do I actually have that prepared? I do. No, that's dispel, not
Okay,
detect.
so...
Do I see any
have detect.
like traces of like people having been around the entrance and stuff, like footprints?
that is actually going to be a survival check.
Okay.
And I also want to know what the rest of you are doing during this time. Or are you just waiting for...
Letting Tell do his thing, like he's the most.
Tells your rogue.
Yeah.
I was gonna do detect magic and look that way.
You said survival?
Yeah.
19.
Okay, and you're going to do... you're going to cast Detect Magic.
Yeah. So I can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet, and can see it.
So Aldwin lights up like a beacon.
If I use my action, I can see a thing or around whatever the hell has magic around it. Yeah.
So does
Another
Tell.
Aldwin
Okay.
nearby also lights up.
Don't
like
look
a-
at your own party.
The door right here glows with Abjuration Magic.
Oh. That's not exactly the best thing.
Oh,
I can tell you that one though. That one is a... Abjuration's not the destruction one, is it? The one that blows
no,
things up.
evocation.
Mostly. Evocation. What's that for? Probably an alarm.
Let's Google it.
Google it. Tell us let's Google it.
Abjuration is usually protection magic.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say an alarm, maybe, or barrier of some kind.
Abjuration always keeps
It
you
might
safe
just
and
be
almost
alarm.
keeps your armor
It
fair.
might just be. I also have dispel magic, so I could
Press
just.
the hose into the ground a little
Just
bit.
make it go away.
I could.
I mean,
Well,
we
now that
technically
song's gonna
have
be
the
stuck
guy
in my
with
head all
us.
session.
I mean, yeah, we technically have a guy with us. I don't know if he's the most reliable guy.
Oh, right. I need to get a die for Hildebrand.
Hildebrandy is technically
You need to pick like the most flamboyant die that you can find, Jake.
rainbow die.
No,
This sign can't stop me because I can't read.
Right.
Oh, hey!
Oh, hey!
Although I think that might be one of my personal dice.
Oh well.
We'll find out, won't we?
God, what colors work good for Hildebrandy?
Yes.
What have you got? That one. That one looks good.
I've got a lot.
That one right there.
The gay one. Do a rainbow one.
I do
I like that one.
I do have a gay.
No, bring it back. That other one was really good.
Shut the fuck up. All right, Hildebrandy.
Because a gentleman loves the gays. And there are none more gentlemanly.
Oh, if Tella's investigating.
Jack would eat that man alive.
Okay, so you did a survival check.
Yeah. 19.
19.
I might make Jack as an old.
You know, with the cobblestone road leading up to this, you're not really seeing anything.
Cool.
Huh?
There's somewhere here, but you have no
I can't
idea
though. Unless
what
he's
it
a spare
was.
photographer.
It's a warehouse. People come in and out.
Yeah.
Alina's homesick.
Okay.
I'm the 10th.
What do you guys do? You guys are in front of the warehouse.
Yeah, we did just.
Yeah, maybe
Has most of us been
We'll
drinking?
pop inside, see what's going on.
Yes, a lot of you have been drinking.
It hasn't done much. Yeah, so dispel magic.
On the door.
Okay, so
This might be about to hurt.
Yeah.
um,
Could be.
This is a touchstone.
you cast dispel magic and you see the glow from the door fade. Vox. No,
Yes.
not Vox. Tell.
Uh-huh.
From the rooftop.
Oh no.
Oh, hold on.
Beans.
Descends. Nobody else can see this. Because they are invisible.
Uh-huh.
Shank. Shank.
That is not a concentration.
Jake, please.
Stamp. Stamp.
Descending from the roof. What you thought might have been gargoyles
Oh.
God damn it, the gargoyles.
were in fact actually statues of Hildebrandy the 13th.
Yikes!
13?
No!
No, we can go. It's time to leave.
Abandoned.
It's fine. I have a spell to fix this one.
I do too.
However,
Shatter?
Yeah.
Same!
You can't see them.
oh, actually, that's right.
Yeah, y'all can't see them.
I put one of them in the
You
wrong
couldn't
spot.
tell us where we got it shattered. No.
Oh,
So who's getting suplexed first?
it's me.
Yeah, you're not gonna like this.
See, can I
You
see
about
them
to get
because of the
planted like
magic,
a
the
carrot.
detect magic? I can just kind of vaguely see something.
Is magic
aura of-
moving at him?
Yeah, I can basically. Oh, hey, look, there's a shimmering. Get socked
You
in the
get
face.
you get a very vague outline.
Lovely.
Tell us immediately saying, oh shit, fuck.
Can I dispel magic on
Here
them?
they come, here they come, they're coming, they are here now.
What? Huh?
Who's
They
they?
are here now.
All right, give me a second. I gotta roll some attacks.
Who's coming?
What's happening?
It's like, oh look, I'm surrounded. Oh, I'm
Shit.
surrounded. They have advantage.
I am
over
so
me.
beyond ready for that next Hildebrand
It
quiz.
is me.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
That's you.
they're
That's
all
me.
of them are flanking me. They just have
Got another
advantage to
update to
beat
wait.
the shit out of me.
Because of course the savage
He
raids
went
comes first.
straight
I've got a
for
20
you.
AC, so we'll find out.
They went straight for your ass.
I will note. I have written down what their behavior is before we even
Oh, I
start.
know.
Good. So who's getting planted like a carrot first?
Farron. Plant the druid.
Oh shit! I did
His
not.
natural.
I did not write down your stats. So give me just a second.
No, I don't think it would be natural habitat. The sunlight isn't very good in this area for a druid. It
What's
might
your
wilt.
AC?
20.
What's your spell?
Some
DC?
plants thrive off of
Spell
moonlight, though,
DC.
don't they?
But they like partial sunlight.
True.
18, save DC 18.
Efficiency 5. Perception bonus.
21.
Inside.
Passive perception is 21.
Oh no, I don't. Not passive
Vibes.
perception. I just need your bonus.
I am casting.
Which is a
we
lot.
have notepads
Do we
at
have a
first
phone
level.
charger down here?
Insight
Yeah. I'm using it.
6.
and stealth.
Oh, you need it
6,
more than I.
but
I have
plus 10 right now.
15%.
That's I'm not worried.
Okay.
About that. And your max HP?
Did you hear that white
120.
charger finally died?
No. Rest in pieces.
All right.
103.
There will never be another one.
Side chatter.
Oh, sorry.
They're trying to do things
Yep.
for the game.
So make sure to use the notepads
Yes,
to
sorry.
do side
I
check.
completely forgot.
Right. All right. I'm gonna roll the different attacks.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this.
Oh, wait.
This is going to hurt.
I have a thing.
Do you?
You are the only one who can respond during this round. Mm-hmm. But they are still going to get their attacks in.
Oh, yeah.
That's 2.
I'm going to use my reaction to increase your AC even more by 4.
Oh, 24. Yay!
That's nice. This is Hildebrand April 13th.
I'm going to get hit.
There's gonna be 30s involved.
I'm sure.
At least. Bare minimum. And that's him on a bad day.
The only reason the AC is that high is I've got a shield. Oh, it's magical.
Much better.
How many attacks and how many times did I get hit?
8 attacks,
Yep.
and you got hit by all of them.
What?
They had advantage. Every single one
They
of
had
them.
advantage on every single attack.
Fuck.
They hit a 24
AC.
every time.
Christ.
This is gonna hurt.
Yes, it is. I am so sorry.
We're not gonna get paid enough for this.
I didn't even think we were getting paid to start with.
He owes me so much booze.
It's like, I'm gonna open a calculator for this, I think. I'm gonna need it.
Yeah, you're gonna need it. I'm sorry that this first part is taking so long, but it is kind of you guys triggering.
Okay, so 103 minus.
I'm gonna have to do this twice.
8 fucking attacks. I cannot.
It is a lot of damage.
I love that sound so much.
I like
not
it more
you.
when I'm rolling it.
I did a thing. I don't know if I regret it yet. We'll find out.
Oh, shit.
Yeah?
Ow.
Can I have the box of pens?
The first 4 are gonna be 30 points of. No, hold on. Okay, 30 points, and then what's 7 times 4?
7, 14, 21.
So then also,
28.
Minus another 28.
I
Yup.
can't do math.
It's from the song.
Well, I already have 45 hit points left,
7,
so.
14, 21, 28, 35.
That's just the first 4.
I know.
I've never heard this song.
Me neither.
You mess with the Hildebrandy, you get the Hildebrandy.
Hilda Handy.
Feel the hate.
Andy.
I'll take a Hilda handy.
I'm dying inside.
Okay, so. This might actually just kill Farron.
I don't think you're gonna die.
No, you're not gonna die from this. You're just gonna be knocked unconscious.
Significantly. So,
A gentleman wouldn't kill somebody that can't even see who's attacking them.
Yes.
Did you get zooped to 0?
no, I'm 45 right now,
Oh,
but that was
okay.
only half the attacks.
Okay,
Oh,
how
Christ.
much health do you have?
45.
Yeah, you're down. I don't even have to tell you how much it is. It's over 40. It's over 45 easily.
How many death saves do I fail?
None.
Yes.
None.
Did you forget to enable
Non-lethal, I would
Streamlets?
assume.
I believe I did.
Well, no one's stealthy anymore because I can't concentrate while I'm
I
fucking
don't think the
unconscious.
streamlets are active.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Oh, hey, I have a button for this.
You did.
Nope. Wrong button!
that.
Wrong button!
Not that one.
Now.
Are you Pavlonian trained?
Yeah, fucking Pavlov.
Okay. See if they're active now. Because they might be.
Severity, sir, would you check for us, please?
Are you gonna make it, Jake?
So, yes.
Turning into Eric.
The concentration on parts of that trace goes,
Streakies.
so no one looks like they're in the shadows anymore. That magical effect is gone. Yeah.
Oh god. We just watch, or Tell watches as several of these gargoyles land all around Faerun and beat the fuck out of him.
They are just statues of a man.
Yeah, literally, you just see 4 statues descend from the roof, and then they all just dogpile on Faerun.
I have a
And he just
question.
hits the floor.
Are they wearing nothing but like boxer briefs?
Yes.
Perfect.
Actual, like,
Like
they're
cloth.
they're not like carved on boxer briefs.
No,
they're
they're, like,
actually
literally-
wearing boxer
Yep.
briefs.
Yep. Which are also invisible.
Invisible undies.
I think that defeats the purpose.
Well, I mean, it turns invisible with them.
Oh, okay.
Fox isn't seeing, just
Floating undies. Okay, that would be
Wouldn't
really
it be
funny
like a
though.
Ken doll if it's a statue, though?
Tell gains advantage.
Well,
It's
Have you seen the
brain.
Greeks?
Ooh! Who gave me advantage?
That would be roll for severity.
Thanks!
Don't worry, I had advantage. I just didn't have to roll anything before I got my shit beaten in, so...
There, you can save that.
They ran up for his lunch money.
Teach you to leave the table.
I don't like
Severity
cities.
did consume a cure wounds card. I tried to play on Tavern as well.
This doesn't change anything. I still don't like cities.
Oh, right, cure wounds. God damn it, do I not have the...
Do you need cure wounds information?
I need to know how much I'm using on you guys, because that's the ranger.
Healing is 1d8 plus spellcasting ability modifier.
I don't know
I
why
thought
I
you
looked it
used the
up.
potion of healing for that, though.
I was
thought
doing... No, I was doing cure wounds, but I was doing it, as if it were cast at a higher level, and I think at this level I was doing it to where you guys got 3d6.
Yeah.
It's d8s. I just said d8.
Give me a second.
1.
It's okay, no one ever hears me.
So one of these guys clearly just has healing hands while he's beating up Farron.
It's to give you a
alright.
gentleman's.
It's
So-
the one that stabilizes you.
That is going to be 17 hit points.
Great, I have 17 hit points.
Christ.
It's only like gentlemanly to give you a fighting chance.
You are prone.
You briefly lose consciousness.
You wake up like, ah! Fuck.
They just want to be conscious when they start curb stomping me.
I have a fucking drink. But
That's
because you
fucked up.
because you did drop your spell did get stopped still. So
Oh, that actually stops the spell magic?
Yeah.
so it
When I'm
Oh no,
conscious.
you're meaning pass without trace stops.
yes,
Yeah,
pass
yeah,
without
yeah.
trace is gone. They're beating you to health. Okay. Tell.
Yeah.
You're the only you get to go this turn.
Yep. Okay. Christ.
All your drunk friends are gonna be like, what the fuck? What the
Detect
fuck is
magic,
happening?
however, is not concentration, so I can still technically see them.
No, when you drop to unconsciousness,
It's not a concentration spell.
But doesn't that stop all your spells either way?
It's just a spell that exists as a passive effect. It's got a duration.
Hey!
So I'd
Thanks for the
assume
sub.
if he goes unconscious and wakes
Oh!
up in that duration, it's still
I believe
technically
Annette just
there.
subscribed to Streamloots.
Because it's not one he has to think about. It's
Right.
just there.
Yes.
What?
Though it's not being treated as visibility. It's
No,
more
true.
for flavor that you're getting it anyway. Stop it.
I mean, you can technically see things with it. That's part of it.
Okay.
Up to you. Doesn't matter to me.
Well,
Sounds
you
cute,
you
idea.
drop to unconsciousness. I'm going to say that probably ends the spell.
Fair enough.
And if I'm wrong, Sorry about that.
Don't worry, I've got more.
Oops. Copy.
All right, so
I have more spell points than hit points right now.
That's me all the time.
Oh yeah.
True.
Do I have my upgraded spell?
that caster life.
No, not you. You only have like 30 spell points. You've got like 800 health points.
800 health. No, I've only got 117.
I have more health than you?
Somehow.
Yes. You actually have more health, more max health than anyone.
How?
And you also have the highest AC right now.
Yeah, you do by quite a bit, I think.
I thought Myth did.
No, I'm only at a 17.
Yeah, Farron's at a 20.
Farron just is a tank, apparently. Except for, right now.
Oh my god!
Uh-oh.
Purpose here to harm us.
They're in danger.
No.
no.
I was about to say,
Uh-oh.
I'm in danger, but I'm not.
No.
I assume I'm the black with red numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
The gamer
The big
colors.
The larger one.
The gay McCurler critters.
The larger black one with red numbers.
Yeah.
Listen, I had black and red for all my Warhammer dice, so that's why I have so many of them.
Somehow I'm not surprised.
I'm going to.
Ooh, fairy fire would be very useful.
I know I don't have it.
Ow.
Neither do I.
Careful.
Erica, listen, we're on camera. Do you really want a clip of you falling?
Yes.
And probably taking the camera with you.
Some of our most viewed clips are from you.
Yeah, it's either Erica taking out the camera, taking out the curtain, or taking out the hookah, or all three somehow.
Or myself.
Well, you're included in that anyway.
Yeah.
You're being taken out regardless.
You're automatic, yeah. Automatic.
Wow, thanks.
Okay.
This is the given.
I'm gonna shatter him.
What?
Yeah, there
I
are
can take
3
it.
people.
So turns out I don't have shatter, but Tell does.
I am gonna place it on the sort of outside, so I hit those 2 nerds but don't hit Farron.
Alright.
In the corner of the building too.
Yeah, maybe.
It's hit structures.
He does hit structures.
Oh.
Like
So,
boats.
like, I like how it's the druid.
Oh,
pointing out
that's
that destroying
not
city
the
is bad,
issue.
but
Oh no, Perker.
What happened? I don't have chat,
Oh,
but
wild
looking
magic.
at the thing.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Let's make wild magic happen.
Oh no.
But yeah, why is it that I'm the one that's supposed to be least considerate about city being destroyed?
Hey.
I don't know. Tel's not really a city person either.
Yeah.
They're more civilized, arguably.
He at least
Arguably.
grew up inside a building.
Yeah.
For the most part, anyway.
They wear shoes.
Look, if you have you seen how dirty cities are? You would wear shoes too if you would have thought about it. But no, now you're gonna get fucking ringworm or something.
I am immune to poison and disease.
I'm a parasite.
Just wait until you get
Yeah, that's
better.
a good point. Parasites aren't
I have
poison or disease.
I can poison them though, and not myself.
I am going to shatter them. They need to make Constitution saving throws.
It doesn't
And then
matter.
I assume I have to do the thing for wild magic.
Jade bot.
Probably
oh,
a disadvantage
no.
if they're constructs.
Jade's here.
Okay, hold on.
And what's your save for that?
Cool.
Glad I
What's
took.
their save?
I got a
That
good
to make
sleep
like
before
16.
today.
Right.
This is interesting.
17.
Hey, Mike, remember that time we had
think
8-hour
that's
combat? It's
Okay.
about to happen
It is.
again.
Mine's an 18, but that's my
I'm
stats
so
are
sorry.
Okay, hydrate.
20.
Yeah.
What's your costume?
We've had a few
19.
8-hour combats.
Yeah.
17 makes
Okay, so while
Oh.
I am rolling their Constitution saves, would you like to? No. Would you like to roll the D100, or do you want me to do it after their saves?
I want to do it.
Okay.
Grant disadvantage on the invisible thingies from Jade. Jade, thank you,
They
but I'm
already-
afraid now.
They do already have disadvantage, I believe, against Shatter if they count as constructs.
They do not have disadvantage.
There we go. So they get it now anyway.
I mean,
Well, so technically they do get disadvantage, but then they don't.
But then they get and then they get disadvantage again because of
Hey,
something.
hey Jade,
Yes.
I don't want to say this.
What?
Don't worry, it'll come up.
Okay.
What?
Twitch still has 2 reinforcements from Bunny like
Oh.
a year and a half ago.
And this is our first.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
They both failed their Constitution
Say,
saving.
where's
throws.
Cool.
Ben?
They're gonna get back up.
Busy, presumably. He's come in a bit.
So go ahead and roll damage.
This is not my combat list. This isn't even my healing list. Ah! I have no healing magic.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
Not
you
on-
do.
Not on this list.
Not prepared.
15.
Your sheet is in your food.
Nani? Oh, not mine.
Bunny returns.
Oh, no, that's not If I'm missing teeth, I get greater restoration than back, but that's not the point right now.
Wait, if you're missing teeth?
I got punched in the face, right?
Oh. You got punched in more than just the face.
That was
Yeah.
just if I'm missing teeth, I guess I can grow them back with greater restoration. That's not exactly a pertinent healing spell right
How
now.
does that make you feel? Growing teeth.
I don't like it.
Does that mean you could run a racket to scam the tooth fairy?
And then I got an 88 on my wild magic.
I don't know if you would want to slight any fairy in this world.
No, definitely not.
I could get away with it.
No.
Oh, fuck. How many
Oh,
are you?
no.
1, 2,
no.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh! Hey! That's a good number.
Oh,
D10.
watch the
What?
wild magic be what downs me again.
God!
I want 1 hit point left at least at the end of this, thank you.
Okay. It's gonna be this one.
Okay.
Oh.
You cast Fly on him.
He just goes.
Oh
See you later, man.
I don't like that.
Oh, shit. I'm not in the battle map. My bad. Sorry, everybody.
It can fly now?
Sola?
Can it fly or does it just float
This
away?
this one can you cast Fly on that.
Okay.
So now it can fly.
Oh good. Oh great.
Nice tell. Not that I
Sorry.
know what's happening.
Please
at
tell
all.
me it's Superman posed.
You're the only one that knows that.
So, I will let you know, Vox. I will allow you to. So, one thing you can do, since you're the only one who can see them, is you can use your action to help someone attack them.
Okay.
So, if they do want to make a melee or ranged attack against them, you can negate the disadvantage that they normally get from invisibility.
It would basically just eat up my action. So I wouldn't be able to like make an attack or do a spell,
Yes.
right? Okay. Cool.
Basically, you'd have to play as their eyes if you want to do it that way.
The shatter may be useful.
That was very useful. Yeah.
Ow.
Yes.
Do you have to roll damage for that yet?
I did.
Oh.
Yes. I did.
Alright. So,
Curse the earth.
now
I
it's
obviously can't help anybody this round, right? Because I already did my action to shatter.
Shatter.
no, because now it's a new round.
Oh, okay.
Because
That was like a surprise.
yes,
Okay.
you were the only one who was aware because you could actually see the invisible things.
Okay. Cool. There's four.
For what?
For the invisible guards. They're like big. They're statues. They
good.
are invisible. There are 4 of them. They're surrounding Faerun.
I am going to
And it's a vine.
And it's bad.
A flea.
I
just become a bug.
am going to need all of you to make a oh shit, hold on. Me pull out the monster manual.
Oh.
It's less likely than you think.
And yet it still happens more often than I want.
Is my dragon fountain dice the same as?
I need you guys to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, goody. Goody gumdrops.
This is just an older model.
13.
These ones are a little bit lighter.
Is this a charm of some kind?
I'm sorry. It was a what?
It is not a charm.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom saving throw.
3.
Not 20.
Nice.
Oh, I wrote that down twice.
So a 29.
You got a 3.
3.
No.
I'm keeping that. I'm not rolling
Got
my
13.
my inspo die because
Wisdom. This is saved, or we're all within 10 feet of Alina, right?
I'm not Alina right now.
Nakane.
Nakane.
Yes.
So I guess it's 3.
+5 from your charisma.
Nat 20.
8.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I-
2 nat 20s.
I had advantage on that. Because
I
of the,
mean-
Fair enough.
I don't think that he can be charmed right now by the thing curb stopping him.
well, it's not a charm anyway.
Yeah, true.
I asked that.
I was
because
gonna
I've
say,
got-
I can't be charmed.
So
if that
actually,
were the case.
Alduin is the only one who doesn't benefit from Nakane's. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
You're too far away.
So it was a
you're
wisdom.
on opposite
Oh.
ends.
And 9?
9.
What was your, what's the buff they give?
5?
Was
Yeah.
I supposed to
+5.
add something to it?
Oh.
Oh my god, that makes
Plus
me
No,
five.
no, I think Myth might also be
31.
too far away. Because it's 10, it's a 10
36.
foot
Radius.
Yeah. And we're,
29,
it'll affect you too. So go ahead and add.
31,
+5.
18.
34.
36.
Yeah,
34.
the two of you with nat 20s can ignore this. We get
Just wanted to be asshole.
it. The rest of you, you guys are under the influence of slow.
Oh, good.
Oh, hey, that's my trick.
All beans.
What's
I've
that do
never
again?
been under the influence
Can I
of
have the
slow.
Yeah, me
HP real
neither.
quick?
You get one thing that you can
Okay. So,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
do. And no reactions.
on a failed save, targets can't use reactions. Your speed is halved, and you can't take more than one action on one attack on your turn, which doesn't. Well, that actually affects you. the
Yeah. I don't have my weapon.
In addition,
It's still there.
In addition, the target can either take an action or a bonus action on its turn, not both. These effects last for 1 minute, and you can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn, ending the effect on a success.
Got it.
That being said, I'm alive.
It's really a shame
are
that I
alive.
have Warcaster.
Congratulations.
I was gonna say, for now.
For now. I don't have any healing magic, so I can't just do that.
Man, really trying to remove him from the campaign quick, huh?
Actually, no. No, in this case, it was because of what triggers them that caused them all to dogpile
Yeah,
on.
so it's like half movement to stand up again, right? Isn't
Yeah.
5 foot or whatever the hell it is.
Yes.
So I'm gonna stand up so I don't just get curb stomped.
You are the one that dispelled the alarm.
I am the one that dispelled the alarm.
I'm gonna use
That's why
my.
dogpiled.
There's also a very useful thing that I would like to do so that he can do hammer hits. Dispel magic.
Oh.
Because I'm assuming like she visibly looks slowed. I know slow is
Casting
like,
too.
What?
Slow.
I'm assuming Farron knows what slow looks like when he's casted it enough times. That
But you didn't see the effect happen.
Yeah.
no,
you-
but if she's doing anything, she's slow.
But it
She'll-
hasn't happened yet.
Yeah,
I
she
haven't
may-
done
she-
anything yet.
She hasn't taken her action. You have no idea
okay.
she's under the influence.
Okay, I can't do shit.
If
then.
I cast a spell of one action, roll a d20 on 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn.
Oh.
Oh, they're made of stone, right?
Yeah.
They're bigger than me, right?
Are they about human size?
They're about humans.
Farron's
He's
also-
it's actually the same exact size as the man himself.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm
you're
not bigger than you.
well, okay.
I'm
So
5'5".
So technically, yes, they are bigger because the entire Hildebrandy family are fucking massive.
Should have made him
Like 5'6".
Goliath just for
Okay, I
hilarity.
thought you meant
Goliaths
like
aren't on this
size
continent.
classification.
Oh, right.
No,
I
just,
forgot.
let
They're
me-
just obnoxiously large humans.
Everyone
I
needs
might
to get
be
their
able to
hands
do
on
the
Tel's
stupidest
throat
thing
so
ever.
they can be armed again.
Jake, I
Pretty
wonder if you'll
much.
let me do this.
Huh?
We'll find out.
Would Tel be able to like grab multiple weapons and just like
As an action, they can grab 2.
Well, as an action with a bag of holding, you can turn it inside out.
I'm
It
not.
does-
Except it's not a bag of holding.
We're not turning Tel's throat inside out.
I don't need Tel's throat to start spitting things.
You're
All right, Sue.
you're gonna like this.
Oh dear.
Am I?
Well, they're presumably made of stone. You said that. That's the information I'm going off of. It could be entirely incorrect, but melded to stone. They're bigger than me. I can fit inside that.
Yeah, except you can't see them.
I can't see that, so I'm gonna have to try.
So are you trying to possess the rocks?
I'm not possessing. I'll just be inside of it. I have no
Hiding
control.
inside of it so it has to like punch itself to
Oh,
get
that's a
to
good
it.
idea, though.
That's delightful.
That's a good idea. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Tell with his
Oh, wait,
roll
no.
of eyes. Stop hitting yourself.
Okay. So first of all, while you're
We just know that Favorite
Processing
got
that.
his ass kicked and vanished. And Tel's like,
Huh?
so tell
Yes.
this one
Don't do
here.
that for this.
Just gonna put
You
my
see it run to the building, run along the wall, and land on the other side of you.
Okay.
I need to make a roll to get inside this thing.
I'm sure you are.
Let's see. Tel's AC is 15.
Not good. Oh no.
So it's Mr. Incredible inside the round robot.
Oh, I haven't watched that movie in forever. I should watch it.
Where'd all my D8s go? I literally had them all
It's the
here.
double pyramid.
40.
Oh wait,
Yeah, it's the one that I roll a lot.
no, I had like a lot of them here, and then they're just.
I just need to get you a bulk bag of D8s.
Ah. I'm slowly
that's
amassing
the
a collection of
reasonable
shiny
survival
clacky mac rocks.
I'm just gonna
Slurping
get you
into
like
a
a jar
statue.
full
Yes.
Yeah.
of D8s.
Slurping into a
I
living
haven't done it in a
statue
while.
specifically.
Yeah.
Gone to
I
a
mean,
game shop.
That's not a bad plan.
I was reading through it. It's like, there's nothing that
Dice.
says that you can't go inside of a living stone.
By the way, I may have done too little damage to Farron.
I was unconscious anyway, my dude.
I know. That's why I'm not going back, because I was supposed to roll D8s and not D6s.
I would like to be dead.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Congrats!
Okay, so the first attack against Tel is going to be 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Ouch.
Followed by 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Ouch.
There's the downside.
And the one that is this one right here. That one is going to attempt to grapple you.
Oh.
I need you to give me a strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics.
Acrobatics is higher.
You can see them, so
Yeah.
I will not
Ooh.
give you disadvantage.
I still have advantage from the thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
Oh.
Thank God.
was that a 1?
No.
No, it was really sad though. It like started.
Nat 20!
Unfortunately, I still need the whole score because it's not a saving
That's
throw.
a 23.
It's okay about this.
Oh,
I'm so
Bunny.
sorry, but you are now grappled by Hildebrandy the 13th.
Fucking pointless.
I guess I didn't realize how.
I literally cannot roll any higher than that.
It's higher than me. I'd go 21. And that's because I've got like a stone that raises the number by 1, not because of my score.
Well, wouldn't your... Because I did a dexterity.
Oh, never mind. That'd be 6. No, I
Yeah.
thought strength for a second.
No.
Huh. Oh well.
Gonna plant Tell like a daisy.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Tel's fire is just he's stuck in the pavement with just like by his horn.
Oh my god, his neck would snap.
All right.
Tell's just doing a bridge to save his life.
There is a major downside to going inside the statue.
Oh.
Well, this is an interesting position.
You can't breathe.
Oh
No, I can breathe. I can live in there for like 24 hours.
Okay.
No.
Don't worry.
Oh boy.
They didn't kill me, but my own actions might.
I see.
Yeesh.
Planting a Tel tree.
Are you rolling more damage on me?
Yep.
Okay.
Real thick.
Is he punching me also?
No.
And grappling me?
He's like choking you out.
Nope.
The
Thank you,
con
then.
thought.
What am I watching? What am I
All right.
what's happening to me?
So, Tal. You watch the Hildebrandy kind of scale the wall behind you and land on the other side, and you know, kind of dexterous for a statue.
Uh-huh.
And as that one hits you, the other one comes up from behind you and grabs you.
Uh-huh.
Then lifts you up and suplexes you
Okay.
into the ground. You take
Okay.
32 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
Are your horns gonna
Um,
break tonight?
Can you check Streamlabs to see if Annette's card came through there?
Hold on. I'm trying to find.
Game galore.
Oh, sensitivity feed. Which one was it?
Not such you play the card.
Grant disadvantage? Oh. Okay. I will do that on the next rolls then, since I missed that.
Oh, nice.
Because I'd rather them take effect. Because let me tell you, did not help.
Yeah.
Those would not help it
Yeah, it didn't
in this case.
output the chat that time for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I suppose.
We just have really bad luck with chatbots.
Annette, did you actually type in the card what it was targeting? Because it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gave disadvantage to one of the stone things.
Well, no, I
Oh,
meant,
you mean in
I meant specifically in Streamloots because I'm not sure if that causes issues. Well, good to know.
What do I need to roll to get inside one of these things?
Looks like the Streamloot spot might be throwing a knip shit. I love that.
No shit, yeah. That is-
As they do.
What is meld into stone specifically say?
Cool,
You step
didn't
into a
start
stone
with
object or surface large enough to fully contain your body, melding yourself and all your equipment you carry with the stone for the duration. You step into the stone at a point you can touch. So I have to touch it first,
So you just kind of like.
which is
Alright. So, in this case, I'm going to make you make a melee attack roll unarmed just to see if you can hit it.
Beans.
So you get disadvantage.
I'm good at these. Not really. Unarmed melee.
Okay, cure wounds on Tell.
Yeah, you're just
Thanks,
On the
buddy.
tell tree.
you're just gonna have to keep an eye on Streamlabs because it's not coming through the chat at all
Yeah.
anymore.
Okay.
I'm seeing it. Okay,
Thanks, Severity. I appreciate you.
you are going to gain 10 points of hit points back.
Hallelujah.
I'm kind of treating these as like, kind of like you guys get not quite like a second wind,
Yeah.
but like you.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
an
yeah.
adrenaline
This
rush.
isn't a
Yeah.
this isn't a melee spell attack. This is just a melee attack.
This is just a melee attack.
Yes.
I rolled a 14 with the disadvantage even. The other was a 15. I don't know
Would
if
that
what
be
I'm adding
strength?
to that. Is it strength or is it
Yes.
15?
You do not hit. You do not expend the spell. So
Yeah.
I won't be that big of a dick.
Tragic.
I
Tragic.
have a plan.
You can try again.
No, I can't.
Why?
That would be an action.
Well, yeah, but then
Especially,
next time, unless
oh,
they
no.
curse
Sorry,
on you.
because all of them still technically haven't gone.
Yeah, the other two are still.
The other two
and they're going to punch Farron.
Oh yeah.
I have a great idea.
Reaction. Can I take reactions while I'm grappled? No, he suplexed me. I'm not grappled anymore, right?
You're still grappled.
You can still do reaction most of the time anyway.
Yeah, you can still use your reaction.
Okay.
You're also not slowed.
I'm
Sorry, you
zooping,
guys.
I'm
Okay.
zooping 4 more onto Farron's AC.
I'm not flanked anymore, I don't think.
No, but you are prone.
I got up.
No, he got
Oh,
up.
you are? Okay. One of them doesn't get advantage. Yay!
Yay!
I'm gonna get hit again.
Yeah, you still got hit.
By all
Oh,
of them?
another
Oh
over
wait,
24?
those were supposed. Yeah.
Oh, at disadvantage, right.
Oh yeah, with disadvantage. Hold on. I gotta re-roll those actually.
I might not die.
Don't you have like 17 hit points?
Yes.
The lowest they did me was 13.
Okay. The second attack hits. The first one does not. Yeah. 14 points of damage. Oh, no, sorry, I forgot to add its bonus.
Jake.
I know. I'm terrible. So add 7 to that.
Okay,
21?
I'm
So you're
unconscious
down.
again.
Yes. You're down again.
That's better than 50. If I got into the statue and then the statue got destroyed to the point that I can no longer be within it, I take 50 points of damage. Which wouldn't be enough to kill me.
Well,
Except then you'd be unconscious inside the statue in
No,
every.
it ejects
no, it
you.
would
Oh, it
eject
ejects.
you.
Oh,
If you can
that's
no longer
awful.
fit, you get ejected.
I do have,
damage.
when it is my turn, a DM question.
All right. I am going to say it's your turn because now that Farron is down, it seems like the statues, well, except for the ones around you, the other statues seem to stop moving.
Oh, okay.
I would have mentioned that before, but, well, Farron got up immediately.
Okay.
Also, your face is in the dirt.
Yeah.
Well, stone.
Okay, so basically there was a huge commotion and everything. Okay, so I would like to, because I still have one of my glitter bombs on me. It is the used one, so I know I can't throw it as a bomb. However, I have another item that I have had for a very long time that I haven't gotten a chance to use.
Yeah?
I would like to use my wind fan to disperse the glitter.
Delightful.
Oh no.
Okay, so you are attempting to use the glitter bomb, and
On
then,
the ground.
I'm gonna wake up like.
well, you are currently slowed. So that will take 2 turns to do,
Oh, well then it would already be over, it would seem.
unfortunately. If you weren't slowed, abso-fucking-lutely.
Did my cure wounds for Faerun go through? Question mark.
You did another one? Don't get me back up.
Wait, so if I heal Faerun, get up again, this mess continues?
No, because the last cure wounds I have was the one for,
Tell.
for Tell. Cure wounds was on cooldown, I think. Oh, right, I did put some on cooldown, so it won't just be a dumb slugfest.
But it will appear again later at some point, right? Or
Probably.
I love dumb slugfests.
Yeah, as soon as it's off cooldown, maybe.
okay.
Yeah. I don't know how long
if
it's
you
on
play
cooldown.
a card while it's on cooldown, it just eats the card.
It should. I hope it doesn't.
That would suck.
If so, we'll do that.
that
In a
is,
minute.
that needs
I'll-
to be fixed. Yeah.
Double check your inventories.
I will just go lay down on the
Oh,
floor.
and
while
then,
I'm unconscious.
okay, so Jade managed to play
Just
it.
going to lay down now.
I'm assuming this is on Farron.
Yep. That's what they said. Hey, look, they stop punching. Barry gets back up.
Maybe don't stand up.
Don't worry.
If I see you blink your eyes open, I will be like, stand up.
Okay,
I have feign death. I might just stay here.
you got 15 hit points.
Can I just feign death and stay down?
I would like to
Tel is
know.
literally going to, if he like sees you sort of blink your eyes open, he'll be like, don't, just stay down, just.
While Tell's on the ground. No, don't get up.
Maybe they're
He's like
reacting to
upside down,
magic.
just favorite, don't move.
I said maybe it's not reacting to like Faerun getting up, but every time magic is used.
We'll find
Well,
out.
I think it's pretty hard to aggro
Well-
on Faerun right now.
Because the Faerun did an action on them, right? Or did an action on the door and they jumped down. I did an action on them by actively attacking them. The rest of you have not touched them yet. Which would make sense why none of them care about what the fuck is going on with you guys.
Yeah, you guys.
It's
also,
only us.
Yeah,
Just like, I'm
I was gonna
kind
say
of
you guys
hoping.
both also
Okay.
casted magic.
Roll for Severity. Who is that disadvantage for? Please.
It does
put-
not seem to let me submit if the card is on cooldown.
Yeah. So, when you submit these for now, please just let us know who it's on. Oh, I can actually pull it up. Never mind. Disadvantage to a statue. Okay.
Okay, so for
So
my
the next statue roll will roll at disadvantage.
yep.
I don't actually have. Oh,
So for my one action, I'm going to get my hammer out of Tell's throat. Well,
Then-
he's just. I mean, I
Yeah,
can't exactly.
You are right next to them.
I
Yep.
was gonna say I can't exactly like do anything else and just kind of go to Tell. I'm sorry, I can't hit it right now.
You know, I think
Just
will.
very slowly reaches into Tell's
Suplex it
throat.
back.
Oh, but she's
I
doing
would.
something. You can see that she did the thing now. That she's slow.
true. The downside is if I feign death myself, it has a duration, and the only person who can end it early is me, but I'm incapacitated.
Awkward.
So we just have to live with
Gonna Bilbo your
We're
way
just,
through
gonna
the.
be out for a little while. It seems like.
I would just be like,
And I do not.
Yeah,
It's
Chatbot
like
is
an
an
hour.
arcane.
I'm trying to figure out what's going
Okay.
on.
I think that is
I
for like
ate
an
it.
hour.
It
I
was
think
the-
I will take my 2 turns to do that because if it
Double
calms
check
down, it'd be like, what the fuck happened?
Chill time for Farron.
Oh well.
Farron says, I'm tired. I'm gonna take a nap. It's nap time.
On the bright side, it counts as a
All
short
right.
rest.
So Nakane, you went, so that means
Yep.
Alduin and Miss.
I am gonna take the 2 turns to do it. Just resolve me at the next turn with that. Because even if everything has stopped, it will give us a chance to get an understanding of what the fuck just happened.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily a hostile action, so I feel comfortable attempting it.
Just throwing a glitter bomb on the ground?
Using the fan to the glitter bomb.
Okay,
Just
so
for
basically
now.
you're going to hold it in your hand and just...
Uh-huh.
Alright. The only reason I'm forcing that to take 2 actions is just for slow.
I am going to cast a spell that is normally an action, but I'm going to quicken cast it so it goes to a bonus action.
Okay?
And I'm also going to careful cast it. And I'm also going to upcast it.
Oh!
I'm going to cast a 7th level fireball,
Ha!
but swap the damage to force.
Far.
Okay.
What? It's careful casted. You guys are fine.
Oh,
Also,
Okay.
so why are you quicken casting?
Scare the fuck out of me.
Because if I cast it as an action, I roll a d20, and if it's 11 or higher, it doesn't go through till next turn.
Got it. So you're quicken casting so it happens now.
Yes.
Make wild
Oh.
magic happen, please.
Hey, the file was got wild magic on it.
2 and the fireball goes wild.
Okay, so, you're gonna need to roll 2 things, and I'm gonna need to roll 4 things.
I'm going to need to roll a lot, because I just used a spell and 3 abilities.
Oh, so you have to roll a d20 3 times.
Let's see if you vanish.
4 times.
4 times. Wait, what's
So
the fourth? Okay, you use 3 abilities, right? No.
I cast a spell.
Yep.
I
And
quickly
3
cast.
abilities.
I careful casted.
Yep. That's 3.
And
Oh,
then up
upcast
a
doesn't
level, I
count.
thought.
Yeah, upcasting doesn't count. And they've all got to make dexterity saving throws. Oh.
I like how right now
Individually.
Andrew has very tragic anime mom hair.
Twist. What's Edna's mom's name?
She didn't have a name.
She did have a name.
She did have a name. I'll look it up.
I don't remember.
Sorry, I had to be responsible for my animal.
Oh,
I heard her scream, and Austin was being a dickhead. I like how I can pick that up, no one else here noticed.
Crying.
well, you're a
baby.
lot closer to the stairs.
Yes, I also noticed when my cat's
Okay,
being harassed.
so this one here
Uh-huh.
is going to succeed.
Trisha.
The other one's failed.
Trisha, that's right.
So it is 12d6.
I thought you were talking about my sister for
So I'm
a
going to
second.
roll 6 of them and then roll the other 6 of them because I don't have 12d6.
All good.
Do you want more d6s?
It's too late. Wow.
Fox has a tongue.
Oh yeah.
3,
I have a billion of them. Do you want that?
too late.
In future.
33, 38, 42. 42. It's very low damage for a 7th level fireball.
Alright, roll your 3 d20s.
I did. None of them were ones.
Okay. And roll your d100.
$77.
I might just play dead normally. It worked out well for me last time.
Yeah, and your fox isn't there to fuck it up for you, so.
I have 36 d6s.
The fox is actually dead.
In case we
No, isn't it voiding around?
They're just these
Might as well
little
be dead.
pips.
I think instead of something needs to take 30,
Uh,
60, 60.
You need
Kind of
to.
like a zombie.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Don't like that. 19.
You can roll a 19? Isn't your wisdom lower than?
It's 0.
Oh, I thought.
So
that
I
you
rolled a 19, so my result.
Oh, I thought that you had a negative wisdom stat for some reason.
No, I have a negative sanity
Yeah,
stat.
me too.
Okay, DCs are always meet or beat. Okay.
Yeah.
I just have to remind myself that.
DC 19.
I have
Hey,
2 negative stats.
You're good.
In fact.
You don't turn into a sheep. You had to make a wisdom saving throw against your own spell save DC. Which is 19, by the way.
God, I didn't increase it that round.
Wow, that would have been tragic.
That
Huh?
would have been funnier than hell.
Alright, so I learned a technique against Alduin that's helpful. Make you roll against your own spell save DC.
Turn him into a sheep.
Yeah.
Beat by machine. Beat by machine.
And then Eldwin starts getting curb stomped. You and I are just gonna be standing there like, what the fuck? And they're just gonna.
Yeah, I
be
wave my wand, and a massive ball of force explodes around us.
Oh wait, the one that saved only takes half.
Correct.
As far as like all of us three over here is are concerned, Tel suplexed himself.
Can I cast
Yeah, I just
spell
flew through the air in a vaguely suplex motion.
Oh, and that was my only 7th level spell for the day.
Rip.
I have things recorded. I'm not doing math right now because it's
Dumb. It makes no sense.
Suddenly screaming goat.
Alrighty. So back to the beginning.
My glitter.
Yes, your glitter. I will allow it to affect the one that's in front of you
Okay.
because you are unaware that it's there.
Yeah, because it's essentially that the fan casts gust of wind.
You should probably look that up.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
It sounded like it
I'm
hurt.
gonna look you up.
that was deeper than I thought it was gonna be. I really
So,
like
like,
this
I'm
color
aware
scheme.
that this is not going to give us a whole lot of information, but it's better than none.
No, but this is very important.
Buy that palette.
Okay, so
Two, I've got a stick of gold lipstick.
I'll do that on a break.
you have to choose a 10-foot wide line that's 60 feet long for
Oh
gust
my
of wind.
gosh. Thank you for all the
Worldwide.
subs.
Yep.
You could
My
get
hands.
those.
Oh, holy shit!
3.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Mama's here.
Thank you.
Oh.
Wow, thanks.
Thank you so much for gifting all those subs.
Swans.
My God, Lance!
Wow. Lance. How many? Holy shit.
20 of them.
Oh, wow.
Those wants.
Thanks, Fwen.
So, Erica, you're gonna need to get on making some more emotes.
I gotta finish myths, and I gotta do Faerun's are the last two that I have to do. I've got myths started,
Okay, so
and it's the horny bard emote. It's either gonna be horny
we-
bard or mischievous.
hold on. Where is your line of 10 feet wide, 60 feet wind
So,
going?
when I'm looking at the battle map here, are these
These are 5-foot squares.
5-foot squares?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna, because I'm kind of at that corner. When I do it, I'm kind of gonna go down the angle.
You're gonna go down this way?
Yeah, so it should hit, like, I'm trying to kind of hit the center of everything, where the most things seem to be happening.
So you gotta choose a side. Either this side or this side.
I'm gonna go with the one that's, like, more in front of me, because I don't have a lot of glitter.
Towards Tell.
This
Yeah.
one? Alright.
Favorite and tell.
Yeah.
So, Theron and Tal.
Because they just both got planted in the ground by nothing.
Y'all need to make strength saving throws.
Yeah, sorry.
If
Oh,
I'm just playing dead, am I even making that? Am I just going along with this?
I'm grappled.
No, you're right. You're planted in the ground at this point.
He said I was grappled.
Finally.
Give me a second.
No,
I
it was
think
like
that's
a
the ground
string,
grappling
like
your horns.
just wrapped around the ties and just.
No, my horns would break if
No, I can defeat the Lance.
like it would be a goof. It would be very funny if my horns got planted in the ground. They're not that strong. They would break.
Don't grow back.
Your horns just get snapped off in the City of Gold.
So I'm going to say no. You do not need to make it because the statue that is holding you succeeded.
Okay.
So you are firmly planted into the ground.
Okay.
Okay.
You need to
gonna
make
make-
one though.
Watch me get curb
You're-
stomped
he's
for trying to get
unconscious.
I'm
information
unconscious. I'm
safely.
just
Doesn't-
playing dead.
Gotta make a
Okay.
strength saving throw.
Nice.
I'm really hoping that
You're not attached to anything.
I know. I was just like, oh, but I put a
What was that? Was that a
What?
That was a 1?
Oh no!
1 plus 1. I got a 2.
God.
Bye bye.
Yikes.
Okay, so I will say the glitter bomb hits this one.
Okay.
Because your gust of wind was successful. It was a little bit stronger than you were expecting. As
I've never used it before.
just you wave it, and this column of air just flies through your team.
Do I just go through the door into the warehouse?
Nope.
No, the door's far away.
You slam directly into the statue that you can't see. Bonk!
Hey, look, I'm wrapped around that now. Everyone knows where it is.
Hey, there you go.
You're gonna take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Fun.
He loses consciousness.
Is that the one that has me
Yes.
grabbed? Yeah.
So now Thavern is like toppled next to Tal. And there is now a very glittery outline of something in front of you.
Humanoid shaped.
Yes.
So is this okay? I need. Maybe I don't know what the fuck a suplex is. Am I just? Yeah, he went backwards. So is he just upside down also with me upside down now?
Yes.
Okay.
Holding on,
His
yeah.
back is
Just like a curtain of hair.
Tell us just his little feet are just in the air.
I'm gonna say that at last minute you like put your head forward so your horns didn't just.
Yeah, because they would break. They would absolutely break. They would
Tell us,
snap
like-
right off.
Oh no!
I feel like that
My
was.
horns!
Yeah, I feel like if he did not do that, I would take damage just from my horns snapping off my fucking
If
head.
nothing else, it's mental damage.
Take 30 points of psychic damage as your horns break.
God, that would fucking hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my skull.
Yeah, it's bones.
I
Yeah.
can grow them back.
You and I will
That's
like,
not the point.
it still hurts.
Yeah.
Also, nothing ever said regeneration was painless.
No,
Yeah.
it didn't.
That's
So I
true.
can grow them back.
Max and I are both like,
Also growing your teeth back.
That sounds
Oh,
amazing.
no. I'm putting a hard stop to that conversation right now.
Hydrate.
I can do it.
I appreciate that.
I could also,
Hopefully we will not need it.
feasibly, I could grow back your toenails.
Again, hard no. Hard stop. Teeth, nails, not nails.
Would that be lesser? On nails?
Maybe.
Again, okay, this.
Sorry, I
okay.
was just.
Hard stop.
Okay.
Sorry.
Alright.
I was just curious if that would still be
That's
like a major.
That's an X card.
Oh, that was hilarious.
I probably should actually make
I
more
don't know.
of those.
I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, don't think about it too much.
You're welcome.
No.
I was more on spell strength.
Alright, so. That happened. So Myth, you just gust of wind. Yeah, your allies.
Yeah.
Are we also covered in glitter?
No. There was only enough for the one. Because it was a used bag of glitter bombs.
Yeah, I only had one charge left in it after I used 2 on the horses.
So,
I want it to be covered in glitter.
So you guys no longer have
I've got
disadvantage on
more
that one.
glitter bombs.
I could freedom of movement you, and then I'll get punched in the face again. Or I can just lay here.
Now it just reminded me
I
of
would
Deadpool's
suggest
tiny hand.
simply laying there.
Just pretending you're dead.
Just pretend you're unconscious still.
I feel like you bonked right into the one holding me, and I will once again be like, just get down.
I'm gonna give you some really good news about these things.
Yes.
Their intelligence and charisma aren't great. They're not gonna check. If you fake being dead, they probably won't attack.
I mean, at this point, I think that is what I am doing.
Yeah. That's
So
what I would
what roll
do.
do I need to make to play dead?
I don't think there's any roll you could make that they wouldn't fail on for this. So
We're just gonna
we're
let
just
it
gonna
ride.
go with it.
The DC 5.
I take no actions. Okay, they think you're dead.
maybe you should also play dead.
I'm thinking about it.
I could feign dead on you.
You could.
But then you might move, and then they might kill you.
I'm right next to them at this point, it's fine.
It's okay.
All
I could
right.
also just hide.
What the fuck am I doing?
I will tell you.
I don't know.
I will tell
Teleport,
you.
can't you?
You now. Well, actually, you
Oh,
can't
I
tell,
could.
or you can tell for only one of them. But you see the figure that you just covered in glitter turn and look at you.
What is Hildebrandy doing in all of this?
Yeah, what is he doing?
Yeah, what
Yeah, I
is
want to know what
he
he's
doing?
doing.
Confused as fuck.
He's probably
He
like,
is so he got affected by slow, and then when everything started happening, you guys just started seeing him go.
Panic. Panic in slow motion.
Gotcha. understand what we've encountered.
It's the slow-mo, like, chase scene.
Oh
Jake knows what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Just a starfish hunting.
One of them in his, like, statue of his father, and then the son just...
Especially since Myth covered it in glitter. Huh, I remember that vague outline very well.
Uh-oh!
No! So that's what Hildebrandy's doing. He's running away. In slow motion.
Not very gentlemanly of him.
Which, by the way, you guys can make saving throws for...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, slow. I'm gonna do that
what
real
is
quick.
that?
That is still going to be
You should also make that.
a Constitution saving throw.
I failed.
Weird.
Yeah, you did.
19?
A 19 will succeed. You are no longer slowed.
17?
I could do
Oh,
that.
wow.
That's a terrible idea.
God damn it, sorry. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Well, I rolled a 19.
Okay. Yeah, that still good.
Yeah.
I,
16 then.
I was reading the wrong stat block.
16 then.
I had to
16?
get punched
Yeah,
in the face.
that does not
I just
succeed.
thought I misremembered which one you
36.
had us do before.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
What did Alduin get?
I
Bad.
failed.
Very bad.
It's a wisdom saving throw. I'm under slow for the duration of the fight.
Yeah.
Though, if worst comes to worst, I'm gonna bite these things.
You're gonna
Crunch.
bite rock.
Yes.
You have to grow your teeth back after that.
Crunch.
I have acid teeth.
Okay.
I have acid teeth. What are you, Buttons?
I don't know who that is.
Tal, you're still conscious, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Not for long.
not for long. I'm upside down and my little feetsies are just kicking in the air. My tail is probably whipping.
Same.
Okay.
But in
So,
slow motion.
first of all, you're going to take 4 points of bludgeoning damage while being grappled by this thing.
Okay.
Are you sure they didn't all get knocked out?
And they're going to make another attack roll against you.
Okay. Are they just squeezing me?
Squish.
Well, in this case, after they suplexed you, the tightness of the grip is what did the d4. Also
You
because they
mean-
have the unarmed fighting style.
Ah.
You were being juiced.
What are they doing now?
Um,
They're just gonna like
It just holds you.
gently,
no.
lovingly
While it's wrapped around you, it's going to take a fist away and just punch you in the
Oh,
side.
kidney.
in my ribs.
Oh, the ribs.
You weren't using the name.
Tell's gonna pee blood.
Kidney shot.
Oh no.
You're going to take 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
Christ.
I'm coming to hell.
Ooh, I am not looking good.
I don't remember it.
Huh?
He just doesn't remember it.
Feet planted, it stands up and suplexes
Oh, hey,
again.
it's going for you, man.
No. It doesn't stand up and suplex again. It has a rotating abdomen, so it just rotates around and flips him the other way.
Fuck.
Grinding noises.
Cast Cure Wounds on whoever needs it most.
Tell.
I mean,
Theron?
Theron does.
I have 14 hit points.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I'm not doing much better. I have 21, so.
You can regain 12 hit points, Theron.
I have 26 hit points.
Hooray.
No, slightly higher than you.
Hold on.
Tell
that one did
quietly,
go through.
this was a mistake.
It's gonna be
Alright.
really cute when I get hit while I'm looking at one and that I don't see the other one.
And you just get bonked from the side.
Nakane over here swing, bada bada bada.
You still slow?
Yeah.
You
Oh, you
didn't
are?
succeed your wisdom?
No,
Even with your +5?
I rolled low.
Oh yeah, the +5 too.
I'm having a Ysira day on my rolling.
I could either fix you or I could attempt to make one of them.
As long as you don't fail a
invisible.
concentration check to a kitten.
I just play with it.
It's so funny.
What are the odds that I'll possibly fail the save? Fails it instantly.
That was so funny.
Sorry, give me just a second.
I don't think I've ever heard her so mad. So salty in my life.
She's like, I'm just trying to help my friend.
All right. So the first attack from the glittery one is going to hit you for 36 points of bludgeoning damage between 2 attacks.
Okay.
The guy over here's like, probably going to help tell though.
Grant advantage for Nakane for time to move faster.
to get
Oh, to get out of slow?
the heavy hitter.
And then the invisible one that you haven't seen yet hits you for 41 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
You just hear like a
Bones.
similar sound to a dog getting kicked.
Yoink.
They all run a tough game until Jake hits them with shit.
You're talking about he hasn't hit you with anything.
Alden hasn't done anything yet.
I dropped a 7th level
Oh, right.
force
Oh, yes,
ball.
you have. Oh, shit. Okay. This one's moving to attack you. They probably should have focused you, but,
I assume I don't get
They were the-
attacks of opportunity while I'm
no. Well, I mean, while you're prone?
No, Jesus, it's a Hilda
I
Brandy.
feasibly
Yeah,
could.
same thing though.
You could.
I could.
But you have disadvantage on attack rolls while prone.
Yeah.
This is true, but I already have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Are you
Nothing
also
changes.
are you also sure you want to incite their rage?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's also
everyone
true.
else is inside of their rages.
I
Nakane
haven't.
hasn't.
Nakane hasn't. Good point.
Nakane's just watching
Nakane
her
also
party
doesn't have armor on
picked
at
up
the
by
moment.
ghosts.
It's like mild gay panic. Extreme gay panic.
They're all being hit, but I'm not being hit, and I can't do anything about it. It's
I'm
my
the one
worst
who should be
nightmare.
hit.
I kind of want to bite one of their ankles as they run past.
Chomp.
Like a little dog.
You might not want
Hildebrandi the 13th is gonna just be standing over us the next
wonder
morning,
what would
like,
happen if
well,
you became
well,
an
well,
enemy.
my son's
I wonder what
friends.
they would do.
Alduin, you take 40 points of bludgeoning damage as the invisible statue punches the shit out of you.
How much?
40.
Oh, that's not bad.
This was a mistake.
Right? I can take 2 more of those.
Alright, so we haven't had...
Yeah, me go.
Yep. But, so you have to actually make that save at the end of your turn.
Okay,
So even if you had succeeded on that,
that's fine. I can.
You
Okay.
can still make actions.
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
Yes.
How would I go about trying to free Tell from this grasp that he is
This
in?
invisible thing.
Yeah.
Probably start with where Tell's being touched.
Or just
yeah, you see Tell still kind of like legs in the air being suspended by something, so you have an idea where this creature is.
Yeah.
You can attack, but you will still get disadvantage.
It's too bad you don't have your flowy shit on yet,
There's
or it'd
two
be really
people wrapped
obvious where
around
you're
this
being
thing.
held.
Yeah, true.
you've got a fairly good idea of where it is by the fact there's 2 people wrapped around it.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Is that
you're
enough
bumped
to
up
actually-
against it.
Nope. You gotta give the help action for that.
Exactly.
And I can't help right now because I am grappled.
That's fine. I'll.
No, you can help.
I will help.
You're just gonna yell where
Yes.
I'm gonna.
it's grappling me from behind.
I'm going
It's
to.
underneath me, Nakane.
Okay, golf swing then.
Alright.
Miss, hit Tell in the back, fucking break his spine.
Please no.
Oh, using the
I
inspo.
had to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was I right?
Wow.
13.
You swing and hit nothing.
She rolled a 1 and a 3.
A 1, 3, and an 8, mind you.
That dice is not being nice to you. I think
None
it
of these dice are today.
I think it should go in jail.
I mean, so did my black sparkly
You
one.
gotta teach it a lesson.
I know. I'm about ready to bust out the Nakane dice that are nice.
No, you wanna know how you really threaten it? Hand it here.
Oh.
I'm just gonna hand you this whole set because they're all naughty dice.
I can always break out the dice jail.
I have additional dice. If
It's
you
okay.
need.
I want the
I'm going to
very
threaten
cute-
your dice by using them as a GM.
That means they're just gonna start rolling.
Whoa.
You've got your.
Good enough.
I was gonna say you've
Yeah,
got
you
your
have your
dino.
guy.
You got
This
your
is
dino
this
guy.
is the problematic one anyway.
I mean, they're all problematic.
They can rest
See,
on
His
the
friends get to watch.
See, but I was gonna say, but here's the thing. I take the biggest one down first, and that gets all the other ones
the
to
D4
behave.
is just like melting into the table. Oh, there's another D20 under the bag.
Nani?
2d20s?
Yeah, and that said I do.
Oh, well then here. I gotta make an example out of both of them.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a big set of die. That's why I wanted to use it.
I don't have to spell magic.
I do.
Well, somebody fucked up.
Did you rearrange your spell list? Because you did when we fought what's-his-face.
Yeah, you did. Counter spell is what.
Oh, counterspell. That's right.
Alduin,
I
you,
have to spell magic.
Okay, I'm gonna use
I
my.
also
you
have
do
to
get to
spell
go.
Switching to my Nakane dice, which are usually nicer to me.
Okay.
My swirlies.
Roll your wisdom.
Oh, right. That was a.
And you've got advantage to that one, remember?
Yeah, that was a D20.
Have you flipped the battle cam in a while?
Nat 20.
oh shit!
Hey, look. they
Nakane's
count-
damn.
no longer slow.
All right. So your next turn, you will be
Good dice.
good to go.
See, my purple swirly dice I know I could always rely on. Those are the ones that got me
They're
down.
always nice to you.
Yeah. Those are the ones that I nat 20 the catching of the big fuck you sword with.
Yeah.
I cannot rely on any of my dice.
The next round.
Some-
Well,
Sometimes-
Lapis has been
Nope.
very nice to
Alduin
me
still hasn't
today.
gone
Oh,
for
My
well,
purple
this
swirly
one
ones
do
are
a
usually
thing,
pretty
love
nice.
it.
Yeah, I'm.
Apparently my gay dice.
I don't have anything.
You don't have a spell to fix this.
You said you had a spell to fix this.
I did. It didn't kill him.
Do it again.
If I do it again, I don't have any sorcery points, so I can't careful cast.
I had something that could have helped tell instead of
Do
swinging.
something different.
Do you
Better luck
see the
next turn.
issue now?
Do you not have any smaller spells?
Like all of your stuff is AoE, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got
That's my problem.
something that can help you out of their
As a
spell.
class thing.
I just forgot that I had it.
I mean, I also have
No,
something
I do
that
have
can
something.
Your hair looks cute like that.
When you're done with the
All the
handbook,
blue
can
is
I
very
have it?
pretty.
I'm going to Toll the Dead on the one that's holding Tell.
That's technically a save, right?
Yep.
Yes.
And that is a wisdom save, if
Yes.
I remember.
I believe Toll the Dead's not in the PHP.
I think it is a wisdom saving throw because it would make
Yeah,
sense.
it is. I just have to remember what
Such a good spell.
the die roll
Wait, that's a
is.
cantrip, isn't it?
Yes.
Sure is.
It's a good cantrip.
I don't know if awakening would be a good idea.
Whoops.
I don't know if it will come through, but I called reinforcements for the players, says Perker.
They might already be that
Drop
way,
my
though.
cantrip.
Yeah.
All right. I do see it.
They're animated at least. I don't know if that.
Is it Bethel?
Give me just a second.
Blanca did my
Us destroys liches, fights our way through your father doing necromantic bullshit, survive Felina, survive the Serpent Strip, get our asses kicked in the City of Gold.
fucking invisible fucking.
I don't like cities.
Here, let me see your so I can write your note back.
Trying to think of how to do the reinforcements for you guys, other than making Hildebrandy stop being a bitch.
Well, I mean,
But that's not
there's
gonna
all
happen.
the noise that we're causing.
We are causing
Yeah.
a lot of noise. A force fireball at the 7th level just went off in the Undercity.
Is this in
No,
the Undercity?
you're not in the Undercity.
Oh,
You're in the Overcity.
Still,
Bethel.
during the Festival of Holy Water,
Bethel.
At night, while there's drinking
yeah,
and partying.
yeah.
I'm not sure anybody fucking heard you guys.
Bethel.
I'm
We're
sure
also
that
in
the
kind of a
guard would be
shitty
like,
part
is
of
there a
this thing.
fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
but
Bethel, go enjoy the festival. They should have been home by now. Where are they?
He takes contracts to protect things.
Oh my god, you're right.
Grim.
Grim.
Oh,
Do you have his character sheet?
I have it on roll 20.
Good enough.
please. Tell
God,
me
now I gotta
not
find it.
you again.
Wisdom saving throw. What
Waves
level are you
Rage
at
Bane
now?
sword out real quick. Just for old time's
But
sake.
just in case, where is our folder?
I ate it. It was delicious. I needed the extra fiber.
Oh, no.
All the paper in here.
It's back here.
Because I know it's in there.
I wish to leave.
Just myth turns into a beetle. Turns into a mouse again.
I could turn into a flea.
You know, I really like this idea of giving you guys command of reinforcements because that means I don't have to control them.
Daddy
my
is just
vision-
fucking
There he is.
bowls out of nowhere.
Get mine.
Okay,
Like,
so
these glasses are strong, but in this
it
light-
did fail its saving throw, so you can go ahead and roll.
3d12.
You're a 3d12.
You're a 10.
Did you careful that one? Or no?
That's not an
It's
AoE.
specific.
It's not an
Yeah,
AoE.
that's
It's a targeted saving throw, which is my best bet right
Oh, hold on.
What?
You can't target the one that's first, Estelle.
Why?
You point at a creature you can see within range. You cannot see them. You can
Gold.
only
And
see
I
the
already
glittery
used
one.
my action.
To tell Nakane where.
The guy was.
But the spell says that you can see within range.
Is there one that's...
Yes.
There was one
Yes.
that's been glittered, right?
Yeah.
Right next to you.
That's the one that hit me?
No,
No.
that's the one that hit me.
Oh, then I'll just move it to that one.
Okay. Gonna have
One
it
of the
still
ones
fail
that
the
hit
saving
me.
throw. Okay, so go ahead and roll damage.
Holy shit, 21 points of damage on a cantrip.
Nice.
Maybe y'all should be using cantrips.
I would
Apparently,
love to.
because I had rolled twice that on a 7th level spell.
Don't worry, I was going to bite it with the cantrip as well, and that's like
I don't really have
3d8.
offensive spells.
I think it's 3d10.
Jake, I would love to use a cantrip.
Don't play a paladin.
No, I'm playing a
I'm gonna play a
paladin.
Yes, it's
paladin
3d10.
again.
I'm going to play a paladin
Jesus.
again because I
Plus
can do more
something.
bullshit with
No, not plus anything.
fuck you hammers.
Alright.
Plus 12 to hit.
Cantrips.
Ridiculous.
Can't hold all these
It might be my
dice.
best bet.
That might be
Okay,
the
you
best
did
bet.
how much damage? 21?
Yes.
They're not alive, I can't use that counter. Anti-life shield.
Just d8.
But they're alive.
Alrighty then.
You are.
Oh, yeah, had that taken damage previously?
Yes.
Oh, they've all taken damage.
Yeah.
Because I force balled them.
Yes!
So then it takes d12s instead of d8s.
I did d12s.
Okay.
Okay. So then you were smarter than... So you got dumber with new you. Past you was like, ah yes, they've taken damage, d12s. Nakane has cantrips. Nakane can trip this enemy. Can trip that enemy, and can trip that other enemy.
that enemy.
I don't know, maybe not these enemies.
These ones might be kind of tricky to trip.
Yeah.
Their foundation is just rock solid.
Oh, I hate you so much.
I was trying to come up with one, but they gave me two.
Rock solid.
Help me.
Alright, so we're back.
I'm trying.
Okay, so at the top of the round, a familiar face walks around the corner, quite curious as to all the commotion that's going on. Grim sees all of you in various arrays of hurt,
Oh, man.
with only one glittery thing standing there.
Oh man, these
Adele
people are
kicking
getting in
you.
trouble. Shit, I know those people.
Man, who are these idiots? Oh, those are my idiots.
You're
Severity!
idiots.
I'm gonna come over there.
Does this mean tell us between a rock?
Don't threaten that because they'll want you to come over there.
I might not do. I might do a thing instead. This could be a very bad idea.
So, Grim,
So, Grim is going to immediately pull out the Sun Sword and the Mage Bane Sword.
Wave it at Tom.
He drops the Mage Bane Sword on top.
I just spew weapons.
Don't make me laugh. I need to pee.
Go pee, crazy pants.
It's getting good though. I don't have to pee that bad yet.
And he's going to go after the one that's glitterified. 'Cause it's the only one he can see.
so without Grim knowing where the other ones are,
Yes.
Grim immediately bumps into...
Oh, he just walks into one?
Well, he can't see that that one's
Excellent.
there.
It looks like a clear path.
Yeah, it looks like a clear path, so Grim's just like,
Fun.
Well, obviously, if you run into something that's invisible and your friends are getting beat up by invisible things, you beat up the invisible thing. So he hits the one that's directly in front of him.
Thanks for friends.
Friends.
With
Everyone but Tell.
With which weapon?
Sun Sword first.
Okay.
Is that disadvantage?
Yes, disadvantage to the attack roll because you cannot see them.
Are you kidding me? It was an 18 and a 20.
See, Grin can fight.
So that's a 29 overall. Does that
No.
hit Jake?
No, I don't think so. Yes, it hits.
My defense is a 28. It hits.
Don't worry, that's me when it's a 24. 8 attacks, they all hit.
And when he does hit with that, he is going to Unwavering Mark it. It now has disadvantage on all attacks against people that are not him.
Okay.
Nice.
Are
Now
we
I
in a
just-
new round? Are we
Yes.
in it? Okay.
And now I just need to remember what the damage for Sun Sword is.
Oh, for anybody that's new, after you're done calculating that damage, would you mind telling them who Grim is?
Yes.
No.
Grimold is... I don't remember what race he is. I think he's a human.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
human.
he's human in this one.
He's 5'4".
Yeah, so he's a human fighter who tagged along with the party to Elithra. He's big, he's burly, he's missing a hand, and he likes to fuck shit up.
He and Tell
Have an
hate fucking.
antagon- Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I said he and Tell are hate fucking.
He's less handy than you think he'd be.
He's got attachment.
Nobody said he
He's
can.
got attachments.
These are not undead, correct?
No, not undone.
No, not at all. I will give you that much.
They'll be undead here in a bit.
I'd hope not. 'Cause that means they got back up.
Yeah. Yikes.
Got it.
So that's a 9 for damage for Radiant.
Did I stutter?
Okay, I gotta remember which one that is. I really need to have the numbers flipped in.
Is it the
Is
one
that the one
attacked
between
me?
Farron and...
This one.
It's
Yeah,
the one that
3.
attacked...
Well,
Oh, right.
I have numbers back here so I can track how much damage you guys are doing to him.
I'm guessing it relates to the number on top of the
Okay, now I'm gonna go poop.
D6.
Sorry.
No.
Because
Could've-
otherwise there's
Steal
3
this while you're
6s.
peeing.
That's
Or
fine.
he'll steal
Oh
it.
shit.
Oh.
I
You could have probably made it so that each one had a different number and that'd be a way to track it.
this one was 2. That one was 3. And this one
Sometimes my genius is frightening.
4. Well, I didn't.
So smart.
I don't exactly have fine control.
Yes, you do.
Not yet. I gotta get some
Practice.
practice in.
Yeah.
Oh, and yeah,
Yeah.
he's got
That's where
he's
you
got extra attack.
You said how much for the?
9 points of
Radiant.
Radiant. But he's gonna attack twice more because he's got extra attack too.
Cool.
That's a 21.
Hit.
Yep.
That hits.
And that's a 18.
Okay.
I want to bite one of them.
So that's 27.
I don't think I've got hit this hard since the
Wait.
serpent strap.
No. It was 21 to hit, 18 to hit.
Oh, 18 does not hit.
Okay, so just one more damage roll on that.
I didn't write it there.
That is 10 radiant
I
damage.
think I can get away with this.
And that's all the attacks.
Nope. And then he's going to offhand attack with the Mage Bane sword.
Bonus action.
Alright.
Yeah, I can have this bonus action.
Fuck! Inspo. That's not gonna hit. It's a 17.
Okay. Yep. Just swipes wide.
The first one was an at 1.
Ooh.
You fling the sword that hits Farron.
Whoa.
Can't see it.
In the plastic.
It went into the plastic.
It's like right there, yeah.
Okay. So,
Oh! Sorry.
No
My
wrong?
hip just popped.
Oh, I hate that. I hate when that happens.
Erica,
Nani?
Jake just said my hip popped, and then as you're walking down the stair, ooh, that was a cool sound.
Oh, I opened my can of Coke in like the stairwell, and the metal ding happened and echoed all around me.
The timing of that was simply,
Perfect.
yeah.
Okay,
I see.
so congratulations, you hit a thing. Now they're about to punch back, or is another one of us going?
I am taking my action to lay on the ground in the fetal position.
It's catching me. I was about to get back up.
After Grim finishes attacking, he goes, I am here!
I am here. Tell just like tips his head and he kicks his little leggies.
See his Grimald.
He makes like a face and he kicks his leggies.
I don't have enough space back here.
Wow.
Yeah, unless something grabs
All
me.
the
You know what we
Blood is
need to
heavy
do
as
is we need
roses.
to, on the wall behind you, get like a little book stand you can prop books, open books up on.
Oh yeah.
So then you can see what I'm reading.
Well, I can't see that fucking
Yeah,
far
me
away.
neither.
Fair enough.
I'm
Especially not text out of the fucking, those books that's so tiny. It's like 10-point font.
Well, I'm not talking about that because the monster manual has pictures.
I'm presently the only person here who can see for free. Everyone else here has fucking glasses.
That's funny. See for free.
Yeah, 'cause we had
Must
to pay
be
to see.
nice, bitch.
Right?
The only fucking normie here.
I would.
In many ways, actually.
So many ways.
The
All right.
token normie.
Gotta have one.
But it is a pagan normie that we have here.
Okay, well,
So not entirely.
not entirely a normie.
So he's an off-brand normie.
Great value.
Great value normie.
Aren't you gonna miss us?
Put that away
Oh,
before you
yes,
hurt
we should
yourself.
probably announce that.
Oh yes. So
It's a surprise that we'll have us later.
We'll, after mid-roll.
yeah, which is actually gonna be soon.
Yeah.
We're gonna finish up this round and then we're gonna go
Sweet.
take break.
Are you gonna do your thing?
Do you want to? Yeah, we can do the thing.
You gonna do the thing?
We can, yeah,
We're gonna work
help me
together.
do the thing.
Yeah.
I love hearing that.
Yeah.
Dispel magic on one of them
And I
that we
literally,
can't see.
I think the
Probably the one
plan.
holding you.
Yeah, I think the plan is
Because
we've
I'm next
been
to
like
it anyway.
we're literally like our faces are really close and he's like like I have an idea. And John goes, okay, give me
You
your
just
hand.
spell the magic. Oh, I just give you the hand. You
Yeah,
can touch
and
the
I'm
thing with
literally
it.
just I'm gonna take Farron's wrist and I'm gonna slap his hand onto the guy holding me.
Yep, and then I'm going to spell magic on it.
We're gonna see if it works.
Well, the thing is, I think it's got more than one spell on it because it's animated. So I
Oh.
might just cease its animation potentially. or
Yeah.
I don't know.
And you'll
'cause
be ceased to like be
Can
able
I
to move
control
because it's not
what
gonna
I'm
be able to
dispelling,
move
or
and not be
just
as
say one magical
pliable.
effect?
Yeah, but then we can just break it. It's
That's
just
fair.
rock
Then
then.
it's just rock.
I'm going to check that because I dispel magic.
I believe it's one creature or one magical effect.
Yes, but I don't know if I choose the magical effect or it was like, oh, there's multiple on that? Well, good luck.
One of
I
them.
feel like it would
depends.
depend on how much you know about the enchantment.
Yeah.
You know.
Choosing one creature, object, or magical effect. Yeah, okay.
So if you know the magical effect, you can dispel it. Otherwise, you can target the creature.
Okay.
And is it-
Animation?
You saw the magic that was surrounding it. What was the magic type around
You've
it,
got
Jake?
a point.
I brought him for
I did see that before I got the shit
Yeah.
beaten out of me.
Yeah, you
I
did.
have mine.
So I guess what type of
Depends how much I
magic?
remember after that.
Christ.
Oh, interesting.
It would depend, like, if animate. I think invisibility
You saw
would be
you
most
saw
animate.
illusion magic.
Yeah, so spell illusion, yeah. The entire thing disappears. This was all in her head all along.
That would be a thing that Jake would absolutely pull on us, and if that is what happened, I would simply leave. I would get up and I would go.
You guys
Man,
took
you're
all
gonna
this
have a bad
damage
time if we
from
were
your
going to come back
imagination.
in.
We've just been hitting ourselves this whole time with things, banging
Grandma
into the
was like-
doors.
Grim just comes in, swinging at nothing.
I have to guess that this spell is higher than 3rd level.
Let me double check.
Well, yeah, 4th level or higher. Whatever it is I'm trying to dispel.
It is in fact 4th level.
Okay, so I need to make an ability check using my spell card, and it's the DC is equal to 10 plus the spell level, so.
Yeah, and it's a 4th level spell.
So 14. Oh, got a hair on there?
Yes. Nope.
Oh no, did you fail?
That's not one. That's not. I used
God.
inspiration. I had to meet your life
It's
hard.
right against the guy.
It'd probably be easier for you to reach with your hand.
Nope. Nope.
It's not gonna happen!
Hey,
Careful, that's very loud on the stream.
I don't care about the sound. Stop scraping the table with hard plastic, motherfucker.
Okay, so I rolled a nat 1 at first,
Little green one.
and then I corrected that. That's a 15 plus.
That's
Numbers.
sufficient enough because the DC is 10 plus the spell's level,
Which is 14.
which
Yeah.
is 14. Alright! All of you see the statue appear holding Tell.
Huh, that's something.
The other thing that I can do, because I'm pretty sure it now knows I'm awake.
Maybe.
Well, no,
You
You
touch.
didn't cast subtle spell. Or
No,
you
I
didn't
don't
do it
have
via
subtle
subtle spell. So that
Oh.
means
So I'm gonna
it
have
has
to
a
get
movement
up.
component.
Are you sure you're gonna
It
have
has
to
a
get up?
Dorson.
I don't know if you'll be able to
It
get up.
has none of those, apparently. I think this fucking app wiped everything that was to do with every spell because I wrote them
Those
in.
mochis.
Oh.
But it's whacked duration, casting time, components, and all of that.
For
on
what
top of the
spell?
spells. Dispel magic.
the spell magic is one action and it's not a concentration.
I'm
but-
just wondering, I'm mostly wondering if it has a verbal component because Tell is the one who
Oh.
reached down and grabbed Farron and slapped.
I was just gonna get up and hide
It does
behind
have
the
a
con
verbal and
Okay.
a somatic component.
Anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
I was just
Never
gonna get
mind.
up and hide behind the con anyway because she's within 50. No. 35? Yeah, you're within 15, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm close enough because I took a swing at the.
Oh right, yeah. You're
Where are
right
you
by
going?
Kel, behind Nakane.
That sounds like
Oh,
a
I'm
few
getting
attacks of
punched,
opportunity.
Yeah, that's what,
4?
Is it? I don't know how
4?
close they are because
3?
from here everything is just in a pile.
It looks
Yeah,
like
there's
3 of them
3.
are within 5 feet of you.
No. Oh well.
You're gonna just collapse behind Nakane.
Maybe. There's always the chance. Dispel magic
God,
will
I
stay
didn't realize
on
it was that low a barrier to entry.
Huh?
What?
To hit Farron.
It's a 20! It's not low!
You don't know what these things have for a bonus, do you?
15.
I'm gonna guess they're monks. Monk rocks.
I'm just going down again.
Yeah,
Nap time.
Likely.
you're just.
I thought it was going to be like the one that's holding you, and because it's holding you, it couldn't do anything.
You, well, actually, that one just didn't get advantage.
No.
Basically, holding Tell just goes
Tell.
whack!
Why would it get advantage?
Invisibility.
It's not invisible.
That one? No. That one was just gaining. The one that is grappling Tell did not gain advantage.
The other two did.
Oh, you said it was because it was grappling, though. So I was like, it's also
Oh.
visible.
Plus 8 is my guess. I'm guessing plus 15.
Oh well, none of them have
How much,
reactions anymore.
how much health do you
20.
have? 20?
26?
Don't I get
There is no
26?
way they can't
Yeah.
drop you.
Yeah.
Flop.
Oh well.
Based
Farron
on-
Farron
tumbleweed type part
slides to
two.
Nakane's feet.
I will put you there.
Just sort of flop against
a
Nakane.
plus 11 or a plus 12.
I can reveal more of those at the end.
Yeah, I just want to know if I guessed right based on.
I'm kind of going by increments of 5.
Good news, 3 of them used their reactions this turn. All
Oh,
right.
was one of them the one that Grimold had?
Yes.
Yes.
Did it get disadvantage? It gets a disadvantage if it attacks someone besides him.
Still hit. Okay. Because it technically had advantage, but then you
Favorite weeks
granted
are
it
just
disadvantage.
flip-flops.
So it came out as a normal roll.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so there is a
Unconscious.
Druid again.
so number 3 here. I need everyone to give me some wisdom saving throws.
Everyone?
Nope.
Not you.
Unless I'm still
Is
able
that
to do it while
both
I'm
Grim
conscious.
and Eldwin?
23.
Definitely Alduin. Well, No, not Alduin, because he's already under the effects of it. So we'll just do Grim.
I failed. I got fucking nat 1 on that little bitch.
Maybe I should put, like, cloth on the teeth.
13.
13? You're slowed again. You're slowed again.
I'm assuming I'm not rolling.
No, you're unconscious.
I got a 23.
You pass.
You got a +5 from them as well.
19 for Grim.
There was no fucking way.
Grim succeeds. The DC has been
I got
19.
a 4 and a 1.
Just so you guys know for
Future reference.
I actually
DC
made a
is
character
what?
with a wisdom stat.
19. So,
I have to roll less than an 8 to fail that.
all right.
Okay, so for my turn, I'm going to see an unconscious great grandfather of the crowd and go, well, fuck,
Lay on
and
hands.
dump 64 points of lay on hands on him. Just kind of lay down.
64?
I've got 65 points of lay on hands,
Okay.
One's just to spare the dying.
just in case.
Nikane. Tap. Wow, I feel a lot better.
Now,
Still missing half my blood.
Hey,
yeah.
I've got your hit points back here. I know how much you've got.
and that would
It's just
essentially
over
hit.
half my blood.
That would essentially be my turn. That's my action.
Is that that is your action?
Yeah, it's a.
You can't
You're
move.
slowed now. Oh,
No, they're not slowed.
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's right.
They succeeded on the second attempt.
I mean, I'm pretty much in range of like most of the things I can hit.
Actually,
No.
no.
No,
You'd have to move.
No.
Unless
She's got
you
a
throw.
dwarven thrower.
Yeah.
I don't
But
have to
she,
move.
she used her action.
Yeah,
Yeah, but she's not slowed.
Yeah, I can
So-
just stay
So-
put, and
I was gonna say, if you want, you can move, but if you don't want to move,
I'm
that's
not
that's
going
good.
to move.
They don't have reactions anymore.
Even if they did, she's
Yeah.
well within range to throw and or
You can see the glittery one at least.
stare down.
Oh wait, no, and the one that's on top of Tell.
Underneath me. I'm on top of it.
Kinda.
Kind of.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Suplexing is weird.
I mean, I assume my back is
Well,
sort
I
of
have-
braced against its chest.
I have a reference
Right.
image this time.
Yeah, you're
My leggies
yeah,
are
your
just in the air.
your back is against their chest.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. He's just holding me,
Tell.
crushed against the floor.
4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Who knew my Final
Okay.
Fantasy
He's taking me out.
would come into effect here?
I need to do one of those for Koi and I, because that's pretty much how Alina greets it.
I have to pose is saved, so.
You just need some skeletons.
23 bludgeoning
I am
damage.
unconscious.
Okay.
Oh dear. The kind
Good news. I don't think you're under the influence of slow anymore.
Nice.
Is it still the same round of combat that Grim came in on?
Tell's little leggies go
Yes.
slack.
Okay.
He kidney punches me again and Tell just goes... he breathes out really hard and just goes slack.
Ooh, somebody might be bleeding internally.
Yeah, I can't believe that this is not, like a death saving throw situation. This guy was hitting me in places that probably punctured my lung.
He, when you drop unconscious, the statue does let go of you and stand up.
Okay.
You should pull it hit again.
No. Aldwin is going to dump a 6th level Cure Wounds into Tell.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
funny.
that wand.
And it comes out of the wand, so it's not technically casting a spell.
Wake up, Tell.
So that is 6d8 plus 6.
Yeah, I have Cure Wounds, but it's not prepared. Which is weird. I thought that was one of the ones that automatically got prepared for me, but it's not.
Do you need more D8s?
Not a
I think I have 6. I just need to.
support.
Spot them.
Yeah. Where's my
Pinky
metal one?
paladin. Not the hardest hitting paladin, but the
Farron, you
paladin.
keep, like, blacking out for a second.
I have successfully delayed you.
Behind the D60.
For now.
Oh,
12.
I managed to
20,
delay you.
Yeah.
That's all I needed.
22,
So the fight wouldn't
38,
end immediately.
44.
Hallelujah.
I'm gonna turn my dwarven thrower into a boomerang real quick.
Tell wheezes loudly. Exalt win.
Okay.
And then Aldwin can make the saving throw again.
Yes. Enough. Alright, the statue that is facing Grim is going to make an attack against him. What is Grim's AC? Never mind, I hit it.
22.
But that is good to know.
Reaction.
26.
26.
Gonna help Grim.
Doesn't work. Still hits.
I'm gonna just do it every time. Whoever's getting attacked. 4! 4 AC. What?
25.
Hold on just a second. I'm going to use his warding maneuver to add a D8 to his own AC.
Okay. That will succeed.
So that is an additional 3.
Literally,
It was at a 26.
he got a 26. So... Alright. But it does get to make one more attack. Which this one still has the effects of the spell. Does, what spell did you use?
I think that's an ability.
That's a ghost thing.
Okay.
One of my ghosts
And
Does
does
it
had.
persist, or is it just for one attack?
It's not clear. It says use your reaction to increase the AC of you or an ally by the level of the spirit, which is level 4.
For now, I'm going to rule that it's going to be until
Next round.
the start of your next turn.
Okay,
Kinda
that
like
makes
shield.
sense.
Yeah.
Since it's a reaction.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be able to use it again anyway in the same round.
Okay. So this one's going to hit. Unless you,
No, I'm not a reaction.
Which ghost box? I'll look into it.
23 bludgeoning damage. To Grim.
Guilt, Eric.
Are you trying to guilt the statues? Maybe that's why it's not
Yeah.
working.
Should I bump Grim's health by 1 level? Because he was level 12 last time he was here.
Yeah, go for it.
So that's... How much damage was that?
23?
Okay.
I believe that's what I said.
Yeah, it is.
I got a lot going on, so.
Yeah.
Let's see, Myth. Oh, right, you said you're laying on the ground in the fetal position.
Are you still on the ground in the fetal position?
Well, that
It's
was
still the same round of combat.
yeah.
Okay, great.
This is the first round. If something grabs her, there will be an attempt to use freedom of movement and get the fuck away.
How does Misty Step work with slow?
Misty Step is a bonus action, so it's not affected by slow.
Nice.
But you wouldn't be able to do that and no action.
Yeah. I was essentially operating under it being an action.
Alright.
I'm gonna fuck out of there as soon as I can.
Number 2 is going to step over Myth.
Boop.
It misses its first attack.
Against who?
Alduin.
Oh, that's fine.
How?
Cause your enemies.
Wait. Was Alduin the one with the boosted AC, or was that Grim?
That was Grim.
Oh, so then the first attack did hit. I was still going off 24. Okay.
Alduin's AC is 14.
Both
That attack.
attacks hit. Uh, 18 for the first attack.
Okay.
And then 18 for the second attack.
Okay.
Alright. So that brings an end to this round of combat. We're going to take a quick break. That way we can use the bathroom, refill drinks, because it is 9:45 for us. Mm-hmm. So we will be back momentarily. Stay tuned.
Ooh.
that's okay, 'cause we're all halflings anyway. This brew, that song, we dance together all night long. Dragon so dark, dark as night, failed to fly from the arrow's bite, fell from above on the tailor's house. Hey everybody, get your dragon suit and blouse! This brew, that song, we dance together all night long. Tired of the road, tired of the sun, miss my missus and her home quick runs. Our backs are bent, our feet are sore, been traveling long on the barren moor. But that's alright, that's okay, feels regal anyway.
All the warmth and comforts that I miss upon the sea, the rest do look so paltry small when I compare to thee. Oh, Molly's bride, the best girls in the land, and to your every need, there's no place that I'd rather be. Short in stature, laid out drink, a talk who's parched and dry, then run you ragged through the night, all head and eyes for your delight. Oh, Molly's bride, no other I can stand, and travel far and wide the sea, there's no place that I'd rather be. Adored and so at home you'll feel when you're at Molly's dive, till money's spent I'd not frequent another tavern of the night. Oh, Molly's brides, they'll take you by the hand, all those girls will laugh and tales for calling on Molly's bride. Fine gals from distant lands, exotic, dark and fine, just take your pick and enter in, the worries vanish in no time. Oh, Molly's bride, the most exalted band, understanding life from girls is come and give the bride a twirl. To your every taste, be orc or elf or forfeit high. For a price, they'll bring their friends, and you'll be envied far and wide. Oh, Molly's bride, the best girls in the land. To your every need, there's no place that I'd rather be. Jump into a kraken's jaws, or pluck out a beholder's eye. I'd do most anything I can to be with those sweet Molly's bride. Oh, Molly's bride, no other I can stand. Travel far and wide the sea, there's no place that I'd rather be. Tumbling with lovely Molly's brides. Time in bed had been well spent, I'll fondly keep in mind the lovely face and other parts of fair sweet Molly's bride.
what we see. Aboard the vessel and get a copper. Raise your kettles and have a fire. You blunder to fill them with plum.
We are buccaneers.
Now let's celebrate with rum.
Yo-ho, matey-ho, I tell you about boy. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black Janko wine.
Once I was in the bridge, sailing through peaceful waters, quite 3 ships to the wind, when suddenly appears the Kraken.
Blow me down.
Must be the work of Davy Jones. Bring a spring upon her, for the love of Neptune, hey behold.
Yo-ho, matey-ho, I tell you about boy. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black Janko wine.
All hands above, get the chest to the boats. We need to scuttle and get to the shore.
And hold me earnings.
Don't leave a piece of aid. Let's get to the coast where the fiddlers bring away. Finally got to the sun while the ship sinks in the water.
Son of a biscuit eater.
I really need a clap of thunder. We'll see each other again. You monster, I'll beat you up. Now let's find a place to drink and crack the gin stick up.
Yo-ho, matey-ho, I tell you about boy. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black Janko wine. Yo-ho, matey-ho, I tell you about boy. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black Janko wine. Yo-ho, matey-ho, I tell you about boy. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black Janko wine. Yo-ho, matey-ho, I tell you about boy. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black Janko wine.
Sing with me. Yeah.
Yo-ho, matey-ho, I tell you about boy. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black Janko wine. Yo-ho, matey-ho, I tell you about boy. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black Janko wine.
The skirt of the 7 seas, sailing with the Jolly Roger. Board is what we see. Aboard the vessel and get the copper. Raise your kettles and have a fire. You blunder to fill them with plum.
We are buccaneers.
Now let's celebrate with rum.
Yo-ho, matey-ho, I tell you about
Directions to hide.
Hello and welcome back. Things are getting dicey. And not just because we're playing a tabletop RPG.
With dice.
Do you hate me yet?
I've hated you for a long time.
Good.
Your rage.
It has not subsided.
Your hatred.
All
That's
right.
why we're each other's therapists.
What?
Start copying stuff down.
It's cheaper than actual therapy.
My therapy is free, thank you.
Cheaper than my therapy.
What's therapy?
That thing that you might get one day.
No.
You might want to think about it.
Eh.
I think therapy.
Think
That
about it.
thing you need and refuse to get.
I think
Yeah,
therapy is something that everyone can benefit.
I agree.
Everybody should have a therapist, even if it's like twice a year. Mm-hmm. It's nice to go to somebody and they're just paid to like listen and offer you like sound solutions based on what.
I almost gave one of my therapists an existential crisis.
God.
I'm really good at that kind of thing.
I don't even know if I'd give you a slow clap for that one, Jake.
I can't wait to give my nutritionist a fucking stroke. When I tell them exactly how narrow my...
They have heart palpitations just thinking about it.
Yeah. Narrow my pool of food is.
Oh, God damn it.
How are you alive?
It's a fucking mystery.
Let me see if I don't
Spite.
flip myself off. There we
Yeah.
go.
Roll for Sparity, I understand. It's definitely a battle to find a good
Oh,
therapist.
don't worry. Everyone I've had has just been like, you know what the problem is? You don't talk to your parents enough. I'm like, that is not the problem.
That is not the problem.
That is an opposite of a problem for you.
That actually causes problems.
Yeah.
Talking to my mother? Yeah, that does.
Alright. So, now that we are back...
We are
Oh,
back.
God damn it. Let's move.
Well, time for me to lose these new hit points that I've got.
No,
Tell two.
Play dead. Just stay
Oh no,
right
I'm
here.
fucking off.
Yeah,
I'm fucking all the way off.
presently still on the ground, so hey.
Good defense, huh?
As soon as I am physically able to, I would like to stand up and Misty Step as far away as I can.
You have to stand to Misty Step.
I don't know, do I have to stand up to Misty Step or can I just zoop?
Remember one of the
It
Well-
doesn't require that you stand.
Yeah.
In that case I will
Just crawl.
I
Misty
will
Step.
simply and then tip over and Misty Step.
I'm going to
It's
assume...
30 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah. As far away as I can get.
Don't worry, they can.
Bye!
Somehow you beat Hildebrandy.
He's still under the effects of spell.
And I am going to stay on the ground.
Don't worry, they can reach you.
Oh, I know they can. I'm hoping maybe they'll be distracted
By me?
by everyone else.
I'm gonna like throw you with you back here.
Tell us fully abandons us to die.
No, I can cast spells from over here.
I can just phony whip you back. Don't worry, you
Please
come
don't.
back here.
No.
Get over here!
I got
You know what a
beaten to
golem
death.
is? Are those popularly used as guards for...
The warehouse district?
Yeah.
Not necessarily, but they are pretty common for,
Architecture.
the City of Gold?
Yeah, they're not uncommon. But he would need to see it.
Well, he can see one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Now you can.
Well, now he knows, if he knows he's going to be going up against a golem, he's going to switch which weapon is in which hand.
You mean switch which weapon is in your hand?
No, yeah, that's true.
And which one is...
In your
He's
hand.
got an attachment
Which
that...
which
Which
one?
one's
Which,
offhand?
which one is in your hand and which one is on your hand?
Yeah.
Or is your hand?
It's offhanded.
Misty Blue Skidoo.
It's out of hand.
Misty Blue Skidoo.
You're
I love that.
You're welcome.
And then Katie said Misty Butt Scooch.
Essentially what you did, yeah.
And is it, yep, that's pretty much it.
Ow! I'm in pain! Whoop!
Zoop.
Okay, so, are you gonna hit the
What a
thing?
very low-key
Who's
thing
gonna
to
hit
do.
the thing?
I don't...
What a very low-key thing to do.
Loki?
Loki, like
Yeah.
Okay,
Church of
good.
God.
yeah.
Just...
Goodbye.
I've been falling
For 30 minutes.
Thor in the background. Your turn.
Alright.
Nice job, jackass.
So. Scoot, 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 scoot. Attacking Grim!
Good luck.
Grim's AC is 20.
Yes, 22.
22 with the 4.
26.
You just took your turn. It
This,
ended.
yeah, this isn't... So this is a new turn.
round.
Reaction.
And you only get to do it 4 times?
Miss.
That's according to the new
No.
version. Let me double check what I can.
Hit and hit. So you got hit. So Grim gets hit twice.
That's fine.
Yeah, if Grim dies, he's just a side character.
I'm not convinced that these things are dealing lethal damage.
19 points of damage.
Okay.
Bludgeoning.
For one.
Yep, for one of them. And then the other one...
These markers are very... They don't erase with fingers as well as the old ones.
No, no.
Alright, I'll have to hunt down some
We have
name
to
brand Expo
Expo markers.
Yeah,
What about paper towel?
Yes.
yeah, that'd probably be better. Can I have a piece of that, Nint?
Oh.
No.
Fuck you guys! Which, by the way, I actually have a plan for how we can do a dungeon crawler at the table and not need the board.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Is it that?
Maybe. Totally not gonna use Roll20 just to have your map.
That's a good idea.
And yeah, we could act.
Did you say legal damage or lethal damage?
Because then you could also
yes.
just import that screen into the slot for the battle map on the overlay.
I already have that.
D&D at the second level.
Yep. D&D at the second level. Alright, so Grim gets attacked by the visible statue and an invisible statue.
Glittery and invisible.
And then Alduin. You still cast a fireball.
So you only told me the damage for one attack. It was 19 for the first one.
And 26 for the next one.
Okay.
Oof.
Noted.
Hit. How much health does Alduin have?
Left?
Yes.
50.
You got hit with 4 attacks.
Good night, sweet dreams.
Is any of them the one that...
Grim has his mark on.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
Are any of them within 5 feet of Grim?
No, actually, because it's these two.
Okay, never mind then. I think. Let me... I have to check. No, okay. Honestly, if he goes down at this point, it's a blessing, because then slow gets removed. He's not going to remove it with a save.
Oh wait, I forgot that I went unconscious and slow went away.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, you do have an action.
I do. I'm an idiot. It's fine.
You can take it after these attacks.
After these attacks.
I don't
This
think.
episode, yeah.
After these messages.
These hard messages.
24 points of bludgeoning damage, which at that point, he is going to go unconscious.
That's fine.
Ooh, Aldwin?
Yes.
Okay.
As more statues
Kate at the 20th level.
Alright.
Thanks.
Welcome.
These attacks, sponsored by Hildebrandy Brewing Company.
We're gonna need some of it.
Brandy?
Here you go, Grim. You can swing your sword some more.
Alright.
Yeah, so Grim swaps.
Aldwin drug kit.
Are you going to hit the visible one or the invisible one?
He's going to hit the one.
Because if you hit the invisible one, it might drop the invisibility on it.
I'm more counting on the attacks disabling the golems completely.
There's also that.
It's a Mage Bane sword.
You know, I could guide you. I can't guide you, never mind, you're holding a Mage Bane sword.
But I
It's
didn't
leather
use-
wrapped. He's not actually directly touching the Mage Bane.
I also didn't use my action. I could theoretically use my action to be like that one and take your
Yes, you can give a help action as well.
The invisible one's
take your
more of a
guy
threat.
away.
But, first attack, he's going to swing at... So the two that are next to him, one of them is glittered and one of them is visible, right?
No.
Invisible.
The glittered, one of them's invisible and one of them's visible. This one here, number 3, is glittered.
Okay.
It hasn't really moved.
So yeah,
just
if you want to tell me
over me?
where the visible one
Yep.
is...
Just lumine over.
I will point
No,
it
it-
out
it had
to
attacked
you
Aldwin.
and tell you exactly where to swing.
I can help. He gets advantage, says Severity.
Oh. So,
Assuming
So
Fearless
then I get
doesn't
advantage
disregard
because...
him.
Yep.
Because I'm using the
Thank
help
you.
action.
So tells using the help action to negate the disadvantage, and then I got advantage. So I actually have advantage now.
Against an invisible creature.
Yes.
Yeah.
how's that feel?
Pretty fucking cool, honestly. Nat 20!
Hell yeah!
Alright, roll that sweet damage. Fucking nat 20 with a Mage Bane sword.
Grim just comes in like, what the fuck, you guys? Get out of here.
At least it's only a d6.
It's okay, Nakane's just standing here looking pretty.
I just realized you can't get a magical Mage Bane sword.
Yep.
That would be an oxymoron.
It's actually not entirely impossible.
Well, no, I'm sure.
It's just very, very, very hard.
16 points of damage.
Alright. Well, the invisibility drops.
But it's still the golem is still standing?
You said 16 points?
Yes.
With the Mage Bane weapon?
Yes. So the invisibility drops, but the golem's still moving.
Okay, I'm going to unwavering mark that one as well.
That was the same one.
Oh, that's the same.
That's the same one you had on
Oh, okay.
unwavering mark.
Yep.
Then he's going to turn and swing at the visible one.
So there are 2 visibles.
That's an fucking 31.
I don't know. I guess it hits.
Just barely.
9 points of damage.
And this is at the other one, correct?
Yeah. He's going to unwavering mark that one as well, because the unwavering marks don't go away.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's going to move between them and go hit. Yep. He's going to go hit the third one. With his third attack. Anyone want to throw me an inspo?
Me? Oh, fuck, I don't have one.
I would like to remind you I'm next to that other one. If you hit me with a Mage Bane sword...
Oh no, so
I could try to bardic inspiration.
That's
you.
not gonna help. That's a natural 1.
Fuck.
I got nothing.
You definitely don't hit. You swing wide
Please don't cleave me.
against
Or
the
me.
glittery.
Well, you're on the ground.
Gonna action surge.
Okay.
Okay.
Swing at it again.
Fucking fighters.
That's going to be a 25.
It hits. That's with the Mage Bane too, right?
Yes.
So the invisibility on that drops as well.
That one takes 8.
Alright.
He's going to dodge around that one to get to the fourth one and take the 2 attacks of opportunity, and he's going to unwavering mark that one as well.
How many times can you have unwavering mark?
I can have up to 4 per day.
Jesus Christ.
Superiority dice. So you're going over here?
Yes.
So you will only... Oh, yeah, there is 2 attacks.
Grim's not in our party because we would slow him down.
Hey.
No, actually, you only take one attack of opportunity. No.
That's true.
Nope. Because they already took their reactions beating the shit out of you when you moved.
Wasn't that last round?
Yeah, that was
Oh,
last
fuck,
round.
you're right. Okay. 2 attacks
Well,
of
but-
opportunity.
Oh, because he's moving through one of their squares? Got it. I was like, well, he didn't move.
away, and then
Well, I just rolled 2 19s.
he moved into them and then away from them. The 3 and the 2. He moved next to 3 to hit us, and then moved away from them.
Okay, so the first one is going to be 15 points of bludgeoning and 17 points of bludgeoning. I'm getting much better at adding 7s. Please tell us far enough away that the neck bag of holding doesn't explode.
So, 5th attack is going to hit the 4th one. And that one's invisible, right?
That one is invisible.
So that's going to be disadvantage. 22.
Oh, 22 to hit?
Yes.
Successful.
And that is also with the Mage Bane sword. For 7 points of damage.
Alright.
And he's going to unwavering mark that one as well. So now they all have disadvantage to attack anyone but him. And then he's going to hit that one with his 6th attack as well.
Action surge. This is why action economy is so important.
Imagine if
Yeah.
I cast haste on him.
Insanity.
That's a 22 to hit.
That hits. At this point, I will tell you guys the AC is 20.
Cool.
For 11 piercing mage bane damage.
I've done no damage to any of these.
Yeah, same.
I dealt 1 point of damage to Favor in this fight.
I did baby damage to 2 of them and then got grabbed.
I'm about to bite one.
Nice.
This is a choice that you are making.
Yes, it is. Ooh, if I pull one away from Grim, does he get an opportunity attack on them?
Oh,
I've got Thorn Whip.
I would assume so.
That also means pulling it closer to me.
Yeah, not ideal.
Not ideal.
And also closer to you.
Not ideal.
Closer to me.
Yeah.
Oh, I can actually do
I'm so far
Pull
away.
towards you and then do it.
You know,
Why? Why would you do that?
Because then I can pull it past Grim and past Nakane.
compulsory movements do not trigger attacks. of opportunity.
Tragic.
Damn it.
It'd be hilarious.
Not all of them. Some of them do.
Thorn Whip does not.
Okay. The Thorn Whip and Thunder Wave are two of them, but if it's fear causing you to run away, that does trigger attacks of opportunity.
Yes, because that actually forces
You-
your next action
Yeah.
to be to move away. That's not the same as being forcibly moved away. Like if you used
I think I have several.
And
spells
then
like that.
I'm thinking you make this
he's gonna
right.
bonus action Second Wind.
okay.
Which, did you know that Second
Christ.
Wind doesn't scale?
Yeah.
I thought it did.
No.
But
It's-
doesn't it come back after a short rest too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's a
that's
D10
why.
plus your fighter level, which is not like
Oh, it doesn't.
a very.
Don't you get hit points back for that?
Yes.
Yeah,
That
yes.
is going to be 22 hit points back.
All right. All right. Now that they are all visible,
Yay.
those of you who are conscious, I don't know who's unconscious.
Alduin.
Oh, Alduin.
Alduin's unconscious. Tell, this is something that in the flurry of the moment you didn't really see. But now that you've kind of stepped back, you can see all of them seem to have keys attached to them.
Oh. Interesting, okay.
By the way, the one is still glittery. The Mage Bane did not get the glitter off.
Well, it made it able to be washed off.
Yes.
Dunk, dunk, dunk.
And Grim, there's something odd that you notice. Your attacks with the Mage Bane sword didn't do any damage.
Don't like that.
But
Weird.
the invisibility did disappear.
Time to switch back.
Wacky, okay.
I see Erica sitting there going, I want to hit!
Nakai's gonna play whack-a-statue.
Would you like
Man,
guidance
Grim and
spells?
Nakane are an excellent combo.
Like, would you like guidance spells?
Grim might not always be showing up to these.
No.
Just so you know.
Guidance.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what that does, but
But it makes
Gives you an
sense,
extra
because
D.
we already knew he was here.
6d4. Gives you an extra D something. Let
Son
me
of
look.
a biscuit.
For attack rolls?
My good die.
Whatever you choose to use it on.
Chasing
Oh, right,
now.
right. It's
One
one of
second. The kind
It's
of lost
playing
your
hard to
back.
get.
Is
I'm
it-
just doing this while we're doing the fight. That way I can
Ow,
focus
ow,
better.
ow, ow, ow. My hair got caught in the clip.
That's fine. I'm waiting for
Never mind, I'm not doing that in action.
Yoinked her
everyone
head.
else.
okay. So
Jade, they are not immune to Mage Bane damage.
They're immune to piercing damage.
Because Grim knows that's what stone golems are. They are immune to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical
Magic
attacks not made with adamantine. And
That tracks.
Mage Bane is not adamantine, and it's definitely not magical.
Yeah.
I have had a
You know, given
team
this describes it as primal magic, I'm pretty sure this
at Bethel's house.
I'm gonna bite it.
it's okay. I got a magical fuck you hammer. Okay, I'm gonna attack the one in front of me because I
I'm in front
had
of
one
you.
in front of me, and then they all fucked off.
I'm in
So
front
I
of
guess
you.
I'll.
You're gonna scoot forward
Aren't
a
you on
little?
the ground? No.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
go scoot over to whatever one's closest.
3.
I don't know what one's closest over there.
Oh, you're actually within range of the glittery one.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna.
No.
She's purple.
I'm gonna scoot.
Now she is.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna smack the glittery one.
That's with advantage.
Is it?
That's what the glitter does. Right?
The glitter's no longer magic?
No, the glitter causes sight impairment.
Oh, okay. I thought it was similar
It's
to...
a common magic
It's
item.
not very
I thought it was similar to fairy fire.
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
No, the only reason that it let you guys attack it normally was because it just stopped the invisibility. Now it's just not invisible. It doesn't grant advantage with that.
27 to hit.
All right, that hits.
Jesus.
The hammer gives me a plus 13 to hit.
The just so you know, the AC is 20.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Just to make this simpler on all of us.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember what my damage die.
3d10.
This fight is not going how I thought it would.
All right. Well, I hit the thing.
Yeah, there's
Let
a
me
flying
roll.
statue here.
Oh fuck, that's right.
Yeah, it hasn't flown yet, but it can.
I don't know if it's intelligent enough to realize. Okay, let me roll my d8 of 8. 13 points of damage with the initial hit. The smite, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of the improved smite, which is the automatic one that
Okay.
goes off.
So 25.
25. I'm not going to expend any other smites on a statue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should note, you guys have been hitting these things like evenly across the board. So like not
Yeah, we haven't really been focusing on a single
Yeah,
one of
Because
them.
they've been invisible and moving around.
Yeah.
which I mean
We're
fair.
swinging at whichever one we can get.
Now my second attack
Okay.
on this fuck you statue.
On this
I missed.
beautiful
15.
Hildebrandy.
I missed. It's a 15.
Hildebrandy the 13th's likeness.
I missed on the second attack.
We should be grateful for the ass whipping that we are receiving.
Yes.
on this
You just
day.
have the 2 attacks?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna bite it.
Yeah, I missed my second attack.
I'm going up beside you. I'm getting up and I'm biting that one.
Okay. I was gonna say, are you on the ground?
I'm gonna get up and bite it. The primal
All the one's
savagery.
no longer slowed at least.
Yeah. So primal savagery is melee spell attack. So I get an actual bonus to this.
Hell yeah.
Roll for it's close.
25.
To hit?
Yep.
Yeah, that hits.
3d10 acid damage from biting it.
Alright.
Crunch.
Crunch.
Ooh.
Yeah.
2 zeros.
Okay, 20.
23.
Yep.
That's good.
That is very good.
Favorite bite.
That's right around the big chunk.
Spicy bite.
Spicy bite. Let's put that on a shirt.
Spicy bite.
Just a big mouth with like dripping acid from it. Spicy bite.
Favorite bites a lot of things.
Spicy bites and warm rocks.
Mess with the trees, lose your knees.
Kill me. Mess with the trees, you lose your knees.
This got bumped.
Why'd you do that, Jake?
I claimed no such responsibility.
Are you sure?
You're the one most likely to have done the thing.
What?
No, the camera I came back more into the camera. I was like,
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, so Farron gets sharp acid teeth that bites the statue.
Hildebrandy records.
Alright. Yeah, so you sink your teeth into the leg of this statue, and you see the acid eating away at it. It's a slow acid, but it's an acid. Dissolves.
Yeah.
Was that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, you had nothing else?
Well, I spent 6 seconds rolling around in pain last round. I noticed Tell, and I like that idea. So I'm gonna kind of roll to my feet and flick my cloak so I can misty step that way.
Alright.
You wanna come over by me?
Yeah. I don't remember if Montebank is an action or what.
I thought that was.
I thought
Book
that was
of the Monobank is Dimension Door.
Yeah.
I continue wherever Dimension Door will
Give me a
take
second.
me.
It'll take you up to 500 feet away.
Cloak of the Smunchy.
Gone.
Goodbye.
No, I'd probably move back. Fuck. What's
That
the?
is definitely an action, and you can move.
500 feet, and you don't have to see where you're going.
But you might want to be careful where you land.
Yes.
I would like to move 60 feet away.
All right. You're off the map.
No longer on the map.
So I'm not counting you in the rounds for now, because you are
60 feet away.
you're off camera.
Do I still have a thing? Can I still do a thing?
Yeah, you can go back.
Yeah, you haven't gone this turn.
Yeah,
have you?
yeah.
Guy? I want to toll the dead.
Which one?
All
of them.
It just goes back to the bar.
What?
Severity said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." Goes back to the bar.
Yeah, I guess which one looks the worst? The one that Faerun
I
just
think
bit,
the
or
one
one
that
of the other
Connie and
ones?
Farron just went at, yeah.
That would be actually number 1 here.
That
Not
guy?
the glittering
Okay.
one.
That's the one that I will do. And toll the dead is a saving throw.
Yeah.
You're not going down to-
Wisdom saving throw.
Good news.
They're not great.
Doing pretty bad, actually.
Not good news.
And yet somehow succeed.
Against a 17?
It rolled an 18 and it has +0.
Are the other dice just people that are going about their fucking evening for the Festival of Holy Water? They were showing up in the background of the battle cam. It's kind of cute. Battle cam is crooked.
Well,
It is.
pointless.
Listen, it's really hard for me to not touch this cable.
Don't touch the cable.
Oh, fucking engine.
Okay.
I mean, you're doing a good job of trying to end him.
Not though. I'm not trying to. But now I might.
A likely story.
This is like how most fights start, is they're going to kill Farron because he did something.
Not necessarily. It's really whoever, antagonizes them first.
Farron.
In this case, Faerun. Myth antagonized the rocks.
Yeah, and then I slowed him, and then he was like, you.
Alright.
You took away my multi-attack. That's my special thing. I'm killing you.
I'll be in my trailer.
Alright, so, Nakane beat the shit out of number 3.
Yep.
Alduin is unconscious. Was that this turn? Yes,
Yeah.
that was this turn, so you're not making death saves just yet.
No, that was last turn.
Was it last turn?
Was it?
Was it?
No, it was the start of
No,
this
I thought
round.
it was this
That was
turn.
this round.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so except not taking the death saving throw.
Aldwin dies.
He'll pop up in 3 to 7 business days.
Alduin's just keep getting pulled into this timeline whenever Alduin dies.
God.
God damn it, me!
You died!
They get increasingly far removed. Eventually, it is just an isekai protagonist. But with none of the magic.
I got a cell phone!
Oh, what? No service.
Man, I would love to see that. Just, you get isekai, but it is just as you are.
That's an anime, actually.
Good.
One.
That's a couple of them, except he gets...
No,
sent
there's
back with
there's
guns.
actually one where they get
No, not Gate. I mean, like, if you got pulled right now.
It was like, it was an isekai where the guy showed up with his cell phone in a fantasy world.
Oh, I think you might be thinking of Gate.
They don't use their cell phones there.
No.
That one.
No, it's specifically in the title, I showed up in a fantasy world with my cell phone.
Man, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna probably be disappointed about it.
I think it sucks, but
I'm gonna watch it.
I haven't seen
reverse
it.
We're
isekai
kind
didn't
of
suck.
we're kind of spoiled for isekai with Log Horizon.
I've never watched an isekai anime.
Really?
And,
Yeah.
Overlord.
Okay. Anyway, back to the plot. Tell, I think that's just you now.
Cal just told the dead.
I tried.
Oh, right. My bad. Also, I forgot they have advantage. Stone golems have magic resistance.
Does that mean me biting them
No.
is... Okay.
In this case, magic resistance means that they have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
Good. I was just like, did I just have disadvantage to biting a stone thing? I mean, that makes sense when you say it out loud.
Later.
Anyway.
Let me
Alright.
bite. I could have the more reasonable approach
So?
of just having acidic fingernails, but
I'm gonna hit the thing again.
We're back to the top.
I'm gonna hit the thing again. That should be obvious.
What are you aiming for?
The one that I hit before.
What part of him?
Knock his head off.
His head.
Okay.
I bit
like-
his,
I'm
very
gonna start.
clearly bit his neck, so his weak neck.
So
his neck
I'm gonna
is
start
weak.
asking for
went for
locations
the
that
leg.
you're trying to go for attacks.
Got it.
One, it allows me to add a little more flavor as to how you hit and how they react.
Okay, got it.
So very clearly bit its neck, and now she's going to go for the weakened head.
Yeah. And mind you, she doesn't have her shield, so she's just double-handed baseball at this point now, which is an extra damage die.
Baron has a shield, but he's not giving it to you right now.
Fuck you and your 8 AC.
29 to hit, which will.
It would
And that
get
is
you to 11.
That is a d10 of damage if I'm using double-handed.
Yeah.
Smash that smug
Which is the
stick to
first
schmuck.
time I've ever done it. 10 damage.
And that's not counting your radiant? Or your...
Yeah, no, that's a
20?
d8.
Okay.
And 8 radiant damage.
Okay, so 18.
Okay, going again. Smashing on the head again. I'm gonna knock its block off. Ha!
Ha!
20 to hit and I missed. It's 22.
No.
Oh, that is? Oh, right.
Yeah, it's meter beat.
Got it,
And
meter
it's
beat. Okay.
20 AC. Just sent 2 cards though.
9.
Okay,
10,
so
11,
Jade
12, 13, 14.
granted advantage to the stone golems
Jade!
and is making wild magic happen on Nakane.
I knew we couldn't trust you. I knew it.
17 damage. And then 7 radiant. So that's
24.
24. Okay, so let me roll my
Nice.
D100 now.
I can't wait to be wild magicked out of existence next to you.
Fireball!
Fireball.
66.
Farron be like, I'm too old for this shit.
Not quite yet. Give me 10 more years.
Choose 3 creatures within 30 feet of you.
I'm gonna choose all of the golems.
This
could be-
What if this heals them?
This could be bad, but
Roll 4d10.
okay. So 4d10, you said.
Yes.
If it's lightning, we need to talk about the frequent lightning events happening in the city of Gold as of late.
Well, I mean, it is the city of gold, and gold is
A good
conductive to
conductive.
I don't like cities.
I don't like cities.
It's not changing my opinion.
as you restore all golems to max health.
I would be very upset.
Oh,
It's
3
okay.
of the 4.
It's okay. Nakane's just like screaming in rage suddenly. It's becoming
I will note that number 2 is no longer the
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
All right.
Not a great roll.
So 3 of the golems take 13 lightning damage.
Just chain lightning from the hammer strike.
All right, and that is actually going to destroy number 3.
There are so many
Thank
frequent
God.
lightning events happening.
So you destroy number 3.
Oh, I still.
Well, the third horseman is lightning.
Grab his.
Jade, why do you
Summon
want us to
through
die?
Jade wants us to do Thanatos Realm.
Yeah, don't remind her. Her and Bunny tried their damnedest that one time.
We will get there. We
I'll-
promise.
Don't worry, I'll kill them in due time.
Okay, now you get to go back and fix this. Nope.
All right, so you smash the, you bring your hammer in, And when you strike, it seems to set off a spark somehow, and lightning shoots out from the one golem you hit, electrifying it and 2 others, and it crumbles to the ground. The key kind of clinking on the stone. With that, all 3 statues leap into the air.
They're done.
And disappear above the warehouse.
They anime jump.
Who gets opportunity attacks? You get opportunity attacks.
I mean, if you want.
So I'm good.
Okay.
They left.
I'm good.
Because my attacks of opportunity reduce their speed to 0.
Then I can fight it.
The point is, I don't think. Well, you don't get attacks of opportunity.
No.
Because the one in front of you died.
No.
Oh no, they're merging! No. This is where. I'll switch back.
We grab the key.
Alright.
Oh, you killed one?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
Yeah, we did.
I was like, fuck the keys!
We got 1 key.
They're gonna come back as Hildebrand crying.
No!
They're just gonna Voltron up on the roof of the warehouse and come back.
There's only 3 of them, so what it is it's just one of them with the other 2, like, gripping with their thighs onto the other's arms.
Hey, this is evil. It's like the gnomes.
No,
in,
it's not happening, but that's just what's
not
going through my
All
head.
I can think of is fucking One Piece and Frankie with that bullshit. They're like, Rob, join us, and absolutely not. Y'all are idiots.
Alright. So, we move the battle can for now, because we don't need it. Alright. You
For
guys
now.
have the key.
I'm gonna sprint back over to Aldwin and Cure Wounds. I'm gonna upcast it. To 4th level. Which should be 48, right? Is that correct?
I don't know what level you're casting it at.
4th.
Okay.
Farron's gonna look towards where the guy's running away and just whistle loudly.
Hildebrandy just. Oh! They're gone. Wait, are they invisible again?
No.
No.
I hope not.
I actually gotta make this stuff up.
21 points of healing for Aldwin.
Yay! Aldwin's awake. I don't know if that's what we want.
Sort of gives you a little.
Oh no,
little
now
pat.
Grim and Eldwin are going to meet for the first time.
Time to talk to yourself.
You think it's the first time.
He gives
Might be the
Aldwin
first
a
time.
little pat. Like, all right, buddy. You all right?
Do I need to
Yeah.
healer's
You
kit
okay?
people?
Yeah,
You sure?
I need a drink.
Okay, we'll get to that soon.
Beer.
And
Who
then
the
he's
fuck
gonna.
is this guy?
That's Grim. Which, speaking of,
Thank you.
thanks for the help, Grim.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were in the city, but thank you, Christ.
I mean, I live here.
Well, that's right, you do, don't you?
Yes, they just.
Me
they
and
just
my
jumped
13
away.
children.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
So, you stand still for a second.
Who?
Both of them. And you.
And we.
All of you. You all got hit. You didn't get hit.
No.
Shockingly.
The last time I got hit was in that bar fight. and she's
Everybody but
completely
Nakana
content to
got
keep
hit.
that little bit of
So,
damage
1,
that
2,
she took.
3,
The
4.
one time I get you with 8 AC.
Myth approach
Don't
is
even swing
very
it, Jake.
I know,
early.
right? How's that feel, Jake?
Is
Like a
it
missed
over?
opportunity. Sorry.
Hey, the festival's still young.
Yeah, this is only the first day.
Exactly.
Starting with you, Myth.
Oh.
7 hit points. Plus equal to the number of hit die you have.
It's fine.
So 7 plus whatever, 13, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
equal to your level.
congratulations, 20.
Oh, I can put this away.
5,
For now.
9.
No, I'm good.
One
for
of
that.
you two.
Grim or Aldwin?
9 plus 13 hit points.
Probably Aldwin.
And then 6 plus 13 hit points for the other one. And then Tel gets 9 plus 13.
Okay.
Tal really does look like a Homestuck troll.
And you are now...
Be nice to him.
And that is healer's kits. You're bandaged, so whatever the heck the healing rule thing is for resting on that one as well, because of how that is.
It acts as a what? A short rest?
No.
What?
The healer's kit being used, giving them extra hit points when they rest.
Yes.
I just have the healer's feat, which also means they gain hit points now.
Yeah.
That's the only difference there, is my feat allows me to help more.
So.
Can I do that to myself?
Now what do you guys do?
I'd save the worst roll for last and heal myself.
God.
One.
Tal will reach and grab the key off of that little nerd.
Pile of dust.
Yeah.
Alright.
Kind of shuffle through all the dust and see if we can find the key, if it's not readily apparent.
Yeah, you can find it quite easily.
Could I look at the key?
No,
Is
you
it-
just picked it up. You can't look at it.
I can't look at it.
No, yes, absolutely.
I want to see if it's for that door without trying it right away.
Roll an investigation check.
Okay.
You need to.
Please be kind.
Can I guide you?
Do you want to guide me?
Yeah, it's just a cantrip. Get bonus action. Congratulations. It's actually a full action, never mind, but it still can do it. It's a cantrip.
What's
Do
the-
guidance?
What do I get?
I will look it up.
I know
Are
it
you going
guides
to
you.
explain what you're trying to do to us?
Huh?
Are you trying to explain what you're trying to do?
Or are you just
I'm-
going?
Farron's got a 21 passive perception. I'm assuming he sees her of them walking towards the door and is like,
No, he's very much like looking at the key and looking at the door and walking towards the door and looking at the door.
Okay, so
and
it's
looking
pretty
at the
obvious.
you
It's
can,
pretty obvious.
you can a d4 to add.
You can have a bardic inspo too, so that's a
Okay.
d10.
To identify this key.
Yeah.
I think we're all pretty ready to not do that again.
Yes. Very much so.
Having second thoughts about breaking into the Hildebrandy warehouse.
Nah.
We've got a Hildebrandy with us. We're like, yeah, it's not that bad.
It's fine.
This
Well-
isn't even like the dumbest thing we've ever done. I would like to remind you,
This is
Jake,
harder than breaking into
smashing
that
of the
bank.
base of the Abyssus.
Yeah. That's still not the dumbest.
21.
Yeah, this looks like it belongs to the door. You notice there on the key there is a small brand, like kind of a small stamp, and it's HAB and the number 13.
Oh, okay.
Hild a brandy.
The magic is at least dispelled from now. So,
Is there magic on this? On the
I
key?
need to cast the spell again. I can do that. That's a 5, so yeah.
Is there
track
magic
your
on the
spell points?
key?
Yeah. I'm at 42 now.
Okay.
The rest is incantrips.
There is no magic on the key.
But this thing lasts for a while, so you know,
Okay.
we walk inside, we see that the floor is entirely magic and it's all explosive.
The floor is lava!
I am going
Force
to
endeavor.
put the key in the door
Okay.
and turn the key.
All right. So this is a set of double doors. So you unlock one side, and when you open it up, you notice that, okay, hey, I can throw the other side open if I want. And it is.
Is the ship name for
Ooh.
Hawks and Dobby fried chicken?
Yes.
Farron's just, he can't peek over Tel's shoulder, but he's just kind of like leaning around behind.
Yeah.
Fried
Just like-
chicken, in
It's a
fact.
double door. I'll kind of
Extra-
Check!
peek.
Just like leaning around, be like, "Where's the magic things at?" Though?
Where the magic's? Where the magic's at?
Okay, so
Why did you hit the thing again?
because I'm terrible at
He's
this.
doing it.
Where the magic at? Though,
Okay, and then everyone else is just kind of off camera.
for now.
We'll get to them.
Oh, you know what? I do have.
I gotta stop putting that next to the other buttons.
Is there any magic inside the Farron?
You might want to slide the book slightly.
You know what I do have? It's a third level. No, it's a second level spell. It's called Find Traps.
Oh fuck. Oh, I'm sure that would be useful.
That would have been useful,
How
but
has
the
this
goals.
never come up before now?
I haven't had it before now. Well, I haven't had it prepared. No, I have had it once, but then there weren't any traps. There were ghouls, and ghouls don't count as a trap.
Yeah, I
No,
don't think the
they don't.
statues would have counted
No.
as traps either.
What counts as a trap is very, very restricting.
Yeah.
See also a fireball trap
Yes.
that I'm still salty about.
So leaning in, does anything look magic with my
Specialized.
No.
So I was
magical?
about to say that too, Simha.
No, the only thing you notice is that there are some light crystals that are deactivated on the walls.
Okay. So, that being said, there is such a thing as mundane traps,
Yeah, do that.
and I'm in pain right now.
I would
So,
like to not set those up.
find traps, which is like an action cost. You sense the presence of any trap within range.
What's the range?
That is within line of sight. The range is again wiped from this app because it decided it didn't want to record any important information.
It's fine. It won't.
120 feet, never mind.
Yeah. All right. So gazing inside, you see no magic, and in one barrel, your spell for find trap seems to go off. It looks like there's. I don't know how it describes it.
Yeah, does it just like ping a color? Like, here's a trap.
A trap for the purpose of the spell includes anything that would inflict a sudden or unexpected effect you consider harmful or undesirable. Which was specifically intended as such by the creator, so it won't tell you if the floor is weak and you'll fall through it.
Oh, okay.
If that's not a design feature, if that's just the floor rotted away, it's not going to tell you that.
Does it just tell you?
If it's deliberately going to harm your thing, it will tell you where.
Oh, it
tell
just
you the
tells
area.
you that a trap is present. You don't learn the location of each trap, but you do learn the general nature of the danger posed by a trap you sense.
Yep.
Yeah, this trap doesn't do lethal damage.
Yeah, so I just know that there's something in the bottom
It's a mild
kind of
inconvenience
view, so
at best.
there is a trap in here. I just don't know where it is, but there is a trap.
And it doesn't do lethal damage.
Yep.
Okay.
I can look for it. But
Hilda.
I know no to look.
So sorry about this. Hildebrandy's coming through.
Okay.
Bet you were gonna figure out what the trap is.
Yeah, no, there is a trap in there, but if you want to find it with your face, go ahead.
He's good at that.
Because the rest of us found those hands with our face.
Yeah,
It's a glitter bomb.
we did catch some
Severity.
hands.
I caught many hands.
So many.
I think I lost like 300 hit points in the course of that.
So
Oh shit.
I'm learning more and more how to fuck with you guys, and I'm loving it.
Something that can hit on like a 5 or higher, yeah.
Oh, right. I was
that
going
was-
to tell you. No, they had a plus 12 to hit.
Oh, okay, so, you know,
Oh, the person that won isn't here.
they could hit on an 8 or higher.
I
Got it. With advantage on
Oh,
every
wait, no.
attack.
Sorry.
Death.
Sorry, 13 to hit. Plus
Oh,
13 to hit. So
Oh.
it was a 7 that I could
7
hit
or
you.
higher with advantage on every attack. Yeah, no, that'll do it.
Yeah, so invisible stone golems suck.
Yeah, they do. Holy fuck.
So, do we just let him do that?
Sure.
Well,
Just not gonna kill him. Probably.
I see Father has left the layout exactly the same as every other warehouse. Including the invisible guards, which I didn't know were him.
Yeah, not ideal. It was very, very distressing to have them suddenly jump from the sky.
Well, I mean, it was a very good security measure.
I think they broke my nose.
It does look a little broken. You should probably set that.
Oh, would you like help with that?
No.
I've fixed many a broken nose.
He's from the woods. I'm sure he's done it plenty
Family
himself.
tradition.
Family tradition.
I do not have healing magic right now, but I will when I wake up in the morning.
Do you
And
want
then I'll
the,
fix it.
do you want the little cure wounds?
I have a technique passed down the Hildebrandy family for generations.
Tell's gonna
No.
just gently cure wounds him.
Okay.
Nakane comes up behind Hildebrand and goes, "Alright, you hot dog, let's go." And she puts a hand on his back and just like gently nudging him
There
forward.
is
Put
a
it through
trap in somewhere.
Look, if he and I go first, and it's non-lethal, I'll be fine. Him, arguable, but I'll be fine.
So he steps forward, and you see a stone in the floor shift. Suddenly, one of the barrels next to Hildebrandy opens up, and just a giant boxing glove basically comes out and punches him.
Wonk.
Is he fine?
Can I try to catch it?
Is he okay?
You want to try to catch that hand?
No. Unfortunately.
That's
Because
fair.
you did not see it coming.
That's fair.
In this case, he actually takes one bludgeoning damage from being launched into the other side.
Nakane just waves and scoots around the stone.
That was the trap.
Oh yeah, I could figure that much out. That's very much a design.
Fucking Acme glove over here.
Listen, they painted it red. It's just some linen over like a bunch of rocks.
Can you say "pow" on the fist?
No, it's got Hildebrandy's face on it.
That makes it even better.
Okay, so let's look for the barrel that we're looking for.
Yeah. The
Oh, yes, looking for my
ale.
special ale. So, you guys are going to spend some time looking around?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll me some perception checks.
If this ale, we find it and it tastes like ass, he's getting put in a tree.
God.
I got a nat 20!
Alright.
You said perception?
Yes, perception checks.
Yeah,
So that would be a 25.
How would you feel if I didn't roll a nat 20, but I rolled a 25?
I mean, that sounds about right.
Considering you
I
have
don't
a
have
plus 11 to perception, no
Yeah,
shit.
I have no modifier to my wisdom, so
23.
I have
Where
a wisdom
did-
caster.
Aldwin go.
Yeah.
they
That-
were feeling a bit lightheaded at the table.
Oh.
I gotta mess with them. I think they hit the hookah too hard.
You guys notice that Alderman's not here.
Great. He wandered off to go find that booze.
Or he just vanished again.
He's talking to Grim outside.
You have no idea what it is.
He and Grim are chatting.
Roll 25.
Yeah, I rolled
25?
23.
25, 23.
I rolled a 9. Nakane's probably too busy, like, laughing that Hildebrandy got.
That's fair. Okay, and then 25. Alright, so eventually all
I
of
think
you...
that trap is awesome.
Eventually all of you do end up locating some interesting stuff. So we're going to start with... So, Myth.
Yeah.
Which area did you want to investigate? In here.
Can you describe the layout a little bit more?
Alright, so, near the front there are several shelves that have just casks of... You don't know what's in them. Well, you know what's in one of them. Or what was. And then near the back you see these very large metal vats.
Being a City of Gold native, I probably know that these are distilleries.
Yes, these are these are holding some kind of ale or beer.
Not really what we're looking for.
But that's not what I was. I was giving you the layout so you could tell me which specific area you wanted to kind of look in. What are?
For a thing that's gone missing,
Okay.
right?
Presumably a group
So-
of barrels.
Presumably I'm
She's
looking for barrels.
Yeah, you're looking for a group of
I-
empty barrels that aren't there.
I'll check near back by the distillery and see if there's anything that might have gotten put back there
All right.
temporarily that maybe it's just in transit and it isn't actually lost.
So, as Hildebrandy gets hit with the fist, you guys hear a shuffling in the back. And a door slam. But, Myth, you go forward, and you notice on this set of shelves here, there seems to be several missing, or several spaces that are empty of barrels. Except for one of them, which, with your 25, you're able to notice this is actually an empty barrel. The cork on it has been removed. Where is everyone else wanting to investigate?
Did I hear that slam? The door slam and the shuffling?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go back there.
Okay, so Tell, you're basically gonna fucking sprint back, see
Yeah.
what's going on. Alright, so.
Nakane would see Tell sprint off and follow after him.
Alright.
'Cause something's up for him to move that fast in them
And then where are
shoes.
you looking?
So they both start sprinting off? Mm-hmm. 1 second. Probably... Is this another touch spell, is the question.
Basically, I'm having you guys roll perception and then choose which area that you guys end up
This is
investigating.
a touch. And it's a No, it's not a concentration.
I need
Your
to pee again.
speed, your Nakane's speed is increased by 10
Got the
feet
bladder of an old woman on your back.
as they get
You
long
get-
strider.
You
Okay.
get an extra 10
Just-
feet of
Are,
movement.
where are you
whenever that.
investigating?
Extra 10 feet.
So they're going that side. They're running to a back corner. They'll probably be fine. If they're not fine, we'll hear the noise. So like the corner that way.
Oh, over here?
Yeah.
All right. So, Myth, you found the missing barrels along with an empty barrel.
Is it like wet around the ring? Like, was that cork recently removed?
It does look like a cork. The cork was removed recently, but there's not a lot of liquid on the ground.
Okay.
Tell, you rush to the back with Nakane, and you see there's another door. Mm-hmm. Only, one thing you notice on the ground is some feathers, and they appear to be green.
Oh, green feathers. What? I tried the door. Is it locked?
I mean, where do you think the green eggs come from?
From this side,
I'm gonna slap you.
from this side, the door opens up without a problem.
Okay.
You're looking outside just to see who was see if you can spot who was running.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you can't. They're
Okay. They're long gone.
you don't see anybody in the alleyway. You
Okay.
kind of like poke your head
And
out.
this is just a door going outside.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you're looking down and you do see a guard walking past down the alley, just doing his patrol.
Okay.
So.
I'm gonna call for Hildebrandy.
Ah, yes. Oh, sorry. Got a little sense knocked out of me.
Got a little bonk there.
Not sure if this is normal standard procedure for emptying the barrels out, but somebody might have been in here taking alcohol from you guys, and she's gonna kind of point to the.
And you see Hildebrandy get down on the ground and start sniffing the ground. That's my ale! There were 4 barrels of it.
Word.
Seems they've completely demolished one of them.
So the other 3 are right here.
No, there are 3 empty spots.
God fucking.
I'm going to pick up the feather, the feathers on the ground, and come back over to where Myth and Hildebrandy are.
I'm going to switch to Farron
Farron.
for just a second. Farron, one of the things you notice over in this corner, hiding behind some barrels, as you're walking past, you kind of notice there's a slight draft.
Like to the wall or under a barrel or.
It's coming from a barrel, but you think it might be coming from the wall behind it.
Like a barrel has been pushed in front of a hole.
Yeah. I mean, I could try to move it, but I'm not strong. We'll try to move it at first. Or actually knock on the barrel. Is it?
It sounds solid and full of something.
Wait a second. Do I have the cheapest way to move this? It's called magic.
The cheapest.
It's cheap to me.
Polymorphed the barrels into chocobos and took the hell off.
Not polymorphing it into a chocobo. I don't even know what the fuck a chocobo is.
They got oversized chicken ostrich.
It's a horse bird.
Horse bird.
Horse bird.
You know, this doesn't do damage. So I'm just gonna summon the grasping vine and I'm gonna have it pick the barrel up and move it.
Quit.
Okay. Yeah. The grasping vine wraps around the barrel, slides it out of its slot. There's still a wall there, but the draft has gotten heavier.
And just.
You notice there's a false panel.
Stop tapping on it. It's like, maybe. Ooh, neat.
Yeah.
6.
All right. So you take the green feather over to Myth, and
Yeah.
Hildebrandy.
I could have just asked a strong person to help, but no.
Nope, gotta do it yourself.
There's now just a vine there.
Someone went sprinting out and left these behind? Do these look familiar to you?
Yes! They look like feathers.
Well, yeah. Do you know who they might belong to? Do they look familiar?
Not a clue!
All
Are
right.
green birds common in the area?
What?
That's good nature.
I mean, there's...
Oh, that's right.
Well, in the City of Gold, it's hard to
Ask you
tell.
next.
They're not exactly common to, like, the region necessarily, but this is a place where a lot of exotic animals do end up. So it's not unheard of for something with green feathers to appear.
Okay. It's pertinent for me to know because I don't know if your pigeons are green.
No.
That's very
No, my pigeons are pigeon-colored.
Pigeons
And I
come in
mean-
all colors because
Exactly.
they're feral.
Exactly.
I got
It
a picture of a
opens-
really pretty brown from the other day.
Presumably it opened the door. Farron,
Yes, button.
I have a feather for you to identify.
I have a secret door.
Oh, that's
Probably.
very interesting.
Or a fake wall or something.
We'll
He's
all
gonna
kind of
scoodle.
shuffle over to
Give me the
favorite.
feather.
All right.
It's just a single feather,
At this
It's a
point,
group of
at this point, we
feathers.
don't need the map. I just needed the map to be able to
Yeah.
show you guys.
Yeah.
but it's a group of feathers.
I will hand Farron the group of feathers.
Yeah, it's just a collection of some feathers.
Yes, but I know many things about the natural world
Yep.
and also the unnatural. What is this? Can I find out? Do I know?
Give me a nature check.
Do I know? Ooh, okay.
I would like to help him since I'm from the area.
Oh, okay.
Sure. So you get advantage.
Ooh, that does help. Okay, so 22.
I am
22.
occasionally helpful.
So the two of you kind of inspect the feather, kind of looking at individual aspects of it, and you both come to the conclusion that this is a chicken feather.
Is it green? I was right when I made that shit post joke.
Is it dyed?
Okay, so like, just a regular green chicken, or is it dyed green?
It's like it doesn't have dye. You don't know how it's green, but it's a chicken feather.
It's a chicken feather. That's green. Okay.
Does it look fresh?
I mean, that one you can smell and find out, which he will.
And yes, it does smell fresh.
Yeah, no, that's fresh.
Like it,
It smells like, yeah, chicken feathers when they're still warm from a chicken smell like a chicken.
Yep.
Yes. Also, Farron will isn't.
That's actually
like,
that's actually probably how you identify that it's a
yeah,
chicken.
he's probably like sniffing it and he's like,
chicken.
like he will lick it.
that's a
He
chicken.
doesn't care. He's inspecting.
Well, okay, so either we have a chicken that can open doors, or there is a person who is covered in chicken feathers, fresh chicken feathers, that just opened the door and ran out.
Just so everybody's aware, it sounds like Andrew just caught a migraine.
All right. Well, good news. Aldwin's not.
Yeah, but just so that you're aware.
Yep.
So, when myths polymorph before and they've had like hairs cut off and then they turn back into a person, the hairs do not stay as like a gorilla hair, right?
My hair is black and a gorilla's hair is black, so.
There's a distinct difference between human or half-elf hair and a gorilla.
Yes.
So does it stay gorilla hair when it's removed from the person? Actually, polymorph as a chicken would mean you've got the intelligence of a chicken.
Right.
Unless they wild shape.
Yeah,
Unless
unless
they're
they're
wild
wild shaped.
It may just be a chicken.
Yes, but then you wouldn't see a person leaving. Unless they had a chicken with them.
You didn't-
Why would you have a child?
And I didn't see a person.
Yeah, you didn't. You guys didn't see anything. You
But
guys
I heard
it.
I heard the shuffling,
Don't
and then I
tell
heard
me
the,
he's actually right about the Fae.
and then I heard the door open. Oh my god! Don't tell me he's right about the fucking Fae.
By the way, is the feather magical?
No. not at
Okay,
all.
just because that spell still
It's still going. She's still trucking.
is like a 10-minute spell.
Well, I didn't see. I looked outside. I didn't see anyone or any chicken. I saw a guard.
Or any chicken.
Feasibly could be. I don't know if I leave things behind. I'm going to turn into a bird,
Any
and you're going to
bird,
pull a
yes.
feather out, and we'll find out.
Okay.
You guys noticed that neither Grim or Aldwin have come in.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're fucking around. Tell is unconcerned.
Yeah, I'm going to turn into a bird, and they're going to pull a feather out,
Yeah.
and we'll find out when I turn back into an elf
I
if
pluck
that
a feather.
stays as a feather.
I pluck a feather from you.
announced that he needed a drink.
He didn't turn into a chicken, but you know,
Okay.
and then turns back into an elf, and is it still a?
Does
Yeah.
the feather stay?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I've never done that before. I don't normally stay to look at the feathers that we pulled out because at that point they're trying to kill me.
right. So either it's a
Might be
person-
dangerous to be leaving those behind.
Yeah, we're going to, and he's gonna just like tuck it in
How would that be
their
dangerous to leave
cloak.
behind?
You don't want the fucking
Do you wanna get
Hildebrand to
scried?
find out that we.
Oh no, I wasn't saying
Okay.
that. I was meaning in general. Or are you meaning leave the feather? Was that Hildebrandy saying leave the
No,
feather?
that was me as the DM. saying
Yeah.
it. If it was Hildebrandy, it would be more
the
like
voice.
All Might.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how that would be bad to. I mean, I guess that's leaving.
Evidence that you were
Chicken
here.
king.
No, not in that sense. Are you saying that shit can affect just a random ass feather? Oh.
I wonder. There sounds like there's some spells of a specific class that
Could
Can
scry
find
you.
you based on that.
are better when you have something from someone.
Yeah. Scrying, or I mean, one of the covenants the
But
witches
that-
have. That's like the whole thing.
Yeah. To be fair, most of the people
Imagine
that try
Kate's
it die,
frustration
so.
when it came to Eric.
So, okay, that could be a druid, which would be very. I've never seen a druid turn into a green chicken?
Can you turn into a green chicken?
I don't think so.
Have you seen a green chicken?
Have I seen a green chicken?
Probably not.
600 years, have I seen a green chicken?
Do you know anyone who keeps green chickens in the area?
I think you do.
What?
I mean,
You don't know.
I
I
don't,
mean, you know people who keep chickens, obviously, but you've never seen a green
I assume
chicken.
that
I've
you
never
could
seen a
have
chicken.
green chickens. I mean,
six-
they come in white and brown and black. Like,
Also,
It is-
there's magic.
it has been 600 years and I have not seen a green chicken.
I'm assuming you could keep green chickens. I'm not really into chickens.
And we do have a hidden door.
Oh yes, yes.
We do have that.
Let's look at that.
Which do you know about the hidden door?
No, I've
This
never
is new.
seen that before.
Great.
Fascinating.
Well, you said standard layout, so I wasn't sure if this
Is
was
the
Oh yes, all the barrels are lined up just how my father always likes it.
does the door open? Did you turn that yet?
I haven't found out yet. We can I mean, I don't, like,
See if we can open the door.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to open up once you've spotted it. It just leads out into the alley.
So there are
Can,
three doors.
can it be accessed from the outside?
Yes.
Does it look like the wall on the outside?
Yeah. It looks almost flawless compared to the rest of the building. It's very well hidden.
Is it like people sized or is it really little?
Yes, it is
Ooh.
people sized.
Which
Okay.
way did it open? Like, if was the barrel in the way of it?
The barrel was in the way of it.
So it
From-
opens
Does it
inwards?
open in or out?
Oh, no, it opens outwards.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
actually a bit of it's a panel that you can basically just remove.
Oh,
Okay, so it
okay.
opens
So
out into the alley,
slide.
or it slides away. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So there was a barrel in. I mean, there's still a giant vine there too, that's holding a barrel.
Did you see a green chicken while you were in the Feywilds? Actually, no, they didn't.
No, we did not.
So the vine is not a problem, by the way, Brandy.
Nakane would be.
Oh, there's a vine there.
It's a big vine. It's like huge.
I'm gonna start poking around to see if there's any illicit materials in this.
I guess I'm
place.
going to look for chicken scratch,
Oh, good idea.
like literal chicken scratch.
Literally, yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna start. I need you to make a survival check,
I'm good at this
and
too. I think.
you're investigating the area for.
Anything illicit.
What are
and
you
weird.
two doing during this time?
I have no idea. Like, this would not be Nakane's area.
Keeping watch?
Yeah, keeping watch. Like,
Alright.
probably poke her head out of the door and just kind of look left and right down the alley.
I rolled a 9, but that is a 20 total for survival. There are some things Farron's very
Myth,
good at.
what are you doing?
I'm gonna see, because I'm assuming with a barrel that has been. I'm still fixated on this barrel a little bit, because if the cork was just taken out, there should still be brandy in the barrel.
Or ale. Because it was his
Yeah.
ale.
I would like to kind of dip a finger in and taste it.
All right. You go to reach your finger in. You can't quite get the reach to reach liquid. Whoever drank this did a very thorough job.
Myth, check inside that barrel. See if there's anything in there.
Meanwhile, Farron's probably picking up the cork and just like,
While Tell is
Can
sort of
I
shuffling through stuff.
Prestidigitate a little bit of light in there. Like, just like a couple little like flashes?
I actually don't know the answer to that.
I mean, if you need light, I can produce flame. And then hold that inside of a barrel that had alcohol in it.
Yeah, no, that's a bad idea.
It's a great idea.
I don't think so.
We turn this entire place
A
into a
baby.
fire.
No, you cannot. You'd have to
He's a
have a
baby.
candle or some other actual
Yes,
source of
girl.
light.
I
Ziara?
don't think I have any of that
Oh, you just
on
roll.
me.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I do have.
Look at you, having a good time.
What if I Can I dip the corner of my cloak to see like how empty it is? Because I can't like see in the barrel. And
Yeah.
I am not a strong person. I cannot just break this barrel.
No,
No.
you changed that because of how
Also,
things go.
also, dark vision does not give you night vision.
Dark vision.
Right.
Yeah.
It just lets you see
A
better
little
in
bit better.
dim light. So you still need a torch even if you have dark vision. Yeah, I'll let you do that. Okay.
20. I rolled a 9.
20.
Oh, what am I rolling? Investigation?
Perception. Perception first. Investigation if you find anything.
Well, oh, I have the notes. 18.
18? Alright.
What's the baby?
Nikane,
Yes.
I'm actually going to cover you last.
Okay, that's
so you
fine.
know.
I'm just keeping.
While they're all doing that, you kind of make your way to the front and
Just kind of like
poke your head
making
out.
rounds around the perimeter, I guess.
And I'll kind of call
kinda-
back to tell like I don't have anything to. Sorry, you finish.
Okay, so chicken scratch.
Yes.
It takes you some time, but you eventually see there's like a few scratch marks just on the ground, but they don't seem to be leading anywhere in particular. You do spot some that are near the secret entrance, and there are some over by the missing barrels. Tell,
Yes.
you do not find anything that sticks out.
Okay.
Myth, you dip your kind of feed in the cloth.
How empty is this thing?
You do pull, when you pull it out, you notice that there's a little bit that's just kind of on the end if you want to
Yeah, I'm still
taste
gonna-
it. It does taste pretty good. It's very sweet. But he said he made it with honey.
That's normal.
If it's the Fae, Nakane's going to rage so hard.
You're not a barbarian.
She can still, like, be enraged, barbarian or not.
I'll kind of call over to tell like I don't have anything to see in here, and I don't think I can pick this thing up.
All right. And Nikane,
Oh no.
you stick your head outside and look left to right. One, Alduin and Grim are actually gone from here. You have no idea where either of them are.
She's just gonna assume they probably went drinking together.
Alduin
Yeah.
did say he wanted a drink.
I can track them too. So
Like,
Thank you
We'll
for the
find
raid,
them.
Master the Game RPG.
Oh, hello.
I was gonna say,
We're investigating.
Grim
our
has some
house.
cool magic things, and Alduin likes to learn about cool magic things, so her figuring Alduin probably ran off with Grim to talk about cool magic things to get drunk.
Yes.
Awesome.
That's her assumption at this point.
All right.
She's on a job, so she's focused.
So you stick your head out, or you look around, and while you don't see Alduin or Grim, you see from further down the road, you see a group of individuals starting to walk towards you. They are dressed in various clothing and leather armor,
Good.
and you recognize one of them,
Oh.
George.
Oh.
And he seems to be walking in your direction.
There's George.
From
Good.
the Brandy's Tavern.
Oh.
There are about 7 other guys with him.
Okay.
We gotta fucking go.
What do you do?
She'd lean out and make her way over. Just nonplussed. And she, like, sees George and, hey,
Nikane!
well, hey there.
What are you doing in these parts?
Stumbling around drunk.
Deception check.
Okay.
Why not just tell him?
I mean, she's only half wrong.
11.
11.
It's not great, but
Went off partying after visiting the bar, I see.
always. It's a good week for it.
Fair enough. Well, me and my boys, we've got some work to do. But you're welcome to join us.
What kind of work were we thinking?
Well, depends on if you're joining us.
That's fair.
Wait. Was George
Yes.
cat patch?
Yes.
It was.
Oh, that George.
Yeah, that
Yes,
George.
that George.
Different George. I was wrong. George from the George that bonked you on the
George, yeah.
face. Yeah, that one.
George that didn't like Tavern.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Did you get a chance to tell us about the cat patch?
Yeah.
Okay.
I sure did.
Look, if Nikade acts suspicious around every single person that is wearing a shady patch, she wouldn't get shit done. She has probably had to do some very questionable things for her order in the
And
past.
Tell was like, I'm not gonna be mad at you if you like wanna go do the thing. I'm just saying.
She would just kind of lean back on like the heels of her feet and just kind of cross her arms and is just like very deep thought, tail flicking back and forth, hammer in her hand, and goes, see, I'm a little bit under-equipped at the moment. If I were interested, where perchance could I find you guys?
Under-equipped? And what's the hammer for?
Trust me, I've gotten around, so I've got a little bit more equipment than this.
Well, I don't think you need much more than that.
I forgot to use the darker one.
What did he say? Sorry, Jake, I missed that.
Well, I think that's plenty for what we're doing.
Sorry.
Ah, shit. You know what? I'll have to pass this time. But you guys said you were possibly getting up to stuff tomorrow. I had work to do. I'll see if I can. I'll see if I can make some time for you, splendid gentlemen. And she kind of grins at him and winks.
Well, that's a damn shame. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
If you're not joining them, you're getting kidnapped.
Oh no.
I was gonna say if this is a charm or
is not.
Gaius, I cannot be. Okay.
It is neither.
Okay.
They're gonna use the forget me stick.
The forget me stick, bonk.
You said con?
Yep.
Okay.
You
19.
Oh my.
All right. You feel a sharp pain. You're going to take 1 piercing damage.
Okay.
You are now poisoned.
Okay.
You did not fail by more than 5, so you are fighting off sleep.
Oh.
And you see the thugs pass by you as George is just looking at you. Well, it's a shame you couldn't join us, but can't have people standing around for too long.
I can completely understand that.
As you like, that comes out kind of.
Sleepy time.
Your words aren't exactly coming to you at the moment.
I understand.
All right.
I was gonna say, with my auras, don't I have resistance to poison and all of that?
No, they give you bonuses to your.
I have an aura of protection. So would I add that? Would I have added that?
Yes.
Aura of protection. I think that adds to your
Saving throw.
Isn't
Yeah.
that the thing that makes you not able to get
Hold
drunk?
on. Hold on. Well, I've got that and my charisma modifier.
Give me a second.
So I probably added that
That was an
wrong.
aura of protection that would be added to a
Okay,
saving throw,
so
yeah.
can I re-add?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
another 5. Right?
Well, we know that you failed by less than 5, so if it's another 5, then it.
2, 2, 3. Yeah, it'd be 24 then.
Okay. And that does change things.
Sorry.
Remember your aura.
That's why I did. I would wait.
So
We need to give you some, like,
Okay.
stats.
So in this case, I am going to need to be a little bit harsh on this.
That's fine.
Just because that does change what was happening. If you do not remember your aura,
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to assume it's off.
Okay. That's fine.
I understand, but if you try to drug me again, I'm going to break both your arms. Fair enough! Hold on. Give me a second to look something up.
Oh, you're good.
I'm trying to find... I do not have him nearly as well statted out as I should because I was not expecting to do this today. This is one of the random encounters, by the way.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright, so, George, who's just looking at you at this point, you are poisoned because...
Yeah. Let me mark that before I forget. Go ahead, keep
Well,
talking.
It's a damn shame you couldn't have joined us. And you see him lift up his fist, and this time he has brass knuckles on.
Oh, no.
He's gonna hit because,
Yeah, I'm not wearing my armor.
I'm gonna call lightning on this motherfucker.
you cannot see him.
I know,
No,
not
no.
yet. God damn it, he deserves it.
You're gonna take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And there's one more thing. Oh. Hold on. Clearly, do not have enough fucking dice back here.
Do you need dice?
No.
I was gonna say, he's got a whole bag.
Alright, so I need you to make a strength saving throw, but because you are poisoned, you get that with disadvantage.
Okay. Let me grab another.
Hey, wild magic is happening on whoever just tried to poison the time.
Oh, Jesus. Do we need that?
So who did it? Did George do the stabbing?
He did not.
Okay,
This
so
is one of the random thugs walking past. It's gonna be...
Right.
We're just gonna
Please be the
He just
fireball.
explodes.
Yeah.
He stabs the paladin, he instantly explodes in divine fury. That would be funnier than hell.
Oh god, they all get confusion.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Is that...
You guys don't see any visible effect.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I still gotta do my disadvantage strength.
Don't worry.
We'll find out.
Yeah, you will. You will definitely find out next week.
Next week.
We are not doing another fight this...
22. Even with disadvantage.
Especially with Andrew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not feeling well.
that's fair.
Alright, yeah, so he just decks you in the face, and,
Her head flies, like, goes like this. And she just sighs deeply. And pulls her head back.
Please just shut
Forward. There's blood flowing from her mouth and her nose. And she grins, like the creepy grin.
Please just call
Her eyes almost start to glow.
make a constitution saving throw.
That's fine. He can stab me all he wants.
He's not stabbing you.
Just saying.
Is to stay awake.
You rolled at disadvantage, correct?
Oh, I had to roll my constitution at disadvantage?
You're
Oh, okay.
poisoned.
Right, okay.
Everything's a
Right,
disadvantage.
got it.
I'm assuming the order's now on though, so you're getting the 5s.
$19.
Jesus.
Okay, because you are poisoned, and you just got hit with the second dose of this, now you drop into unconsciousness.
Okay. But the last thing she does is just grins at him before she hits the floor.
Okay. Alright, the rest of you that are in the Hildebrandy warehouse. You guys are busy investigating, and suddenly... Why, hello there! and you see George with Nikane slumped over his shoulder.
That's our paladin.
The world doesn't know I'm a paladin. That's supposed to be a secret.
Well, thank you guys for making the way for us into...
Nakane's going to fuck this man's day when she's
Wake
awake.
you up.
Thank you for letting us into Hildebrandy's warehouse. We appreciate it, but at this point, we don't need your help anymore. So, feel free to walk away and we'll give you your friend back.
What are you lot here for? Because the fancy ale is gone.
Oh, are you talking about Hildebrandy the 14th? Ha! That's not what we're after. Oh no, the fact that that's gone, well, that just makes our job easier. See, Hildebrandy and his family here owe some money.
I never liked your spinach puffs.
And let's just say we're here to collect.
Tell sort of glances back at Hildebrandy.
I don't know anything of this. Must be something with my father.
Well, the ale we're looking for isn't here. So, should we probably just leave?
What, you mean you're going to just abandon my father's warehouse? I don't know if I can do that.
Well, that seems like a very bad thing to do.
We just got our asses absolutely fucking handed to
These
us.
ones are humans. They're far easier to fuck with than Stone Golem.
Well, boys, say we get to smashing? And thugs are going to start walking into the warehouse. And this is where I'm going to stop us for the evening. So I will give you guys...
going to kill this man in the most brutal way fashion. Thank you for giving me a week to think about what I'm going to do to this man.
Yeah, it is almost 11:30. We haven't even gotten to questions. I was not going to start another fight. One combat is sufficient for most
I have to
time.
And I need to go at 6 in the morning.
Because as a mercenary, she can think of like the worst
just
possible
restrains
thing to do to this man.
Oh, he
Still,
also
that's
happens
good
to
crowd
be,
control.
you know, a bit
A
of a
mercenary.
mercenary.
I can also have it grab Nikane.
But the things are with mercenaries, they think of some fucked up shit.
Okay, that vine is still alive, maybe?
Make a note for next time.
How long has it been since I would have moved the thing?
Oh, it's been 10 minutes.
Okay, so then when it's not there.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep track of the time here.
Yep. Otherwise, I was just gonna like, the vine could just grab Nikane.
50 minutes have passed since you guys started the stream.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, only 50 minutes has passed.
WWND, what would Nakane do?
Alright, so this is the part that we're going to open this up to questions before we go ahead and raid someone. Are there any questions that chat has for us, me, individual players? And then, of course, I always have the question I ask at the end. How did you guys enjoy this session?
This is a good one.
I'm going to kill this fucker.
This was really
We had
fun.
drinks
The
and a
big
good
boss.
bar fight.
I told you I wasn't a good person.
That was last time.
I know. She knew he wasn't a good person. She's not
I knew
dumb.
that before the cat badge thing. He was just punching me.
Yeah, because you were using magic.
The answer to what would Nakane do is choose violence.
Exactly.
Violence. Every time.
Violence
She's
is
going to
a
gouge
very
this man's
common-
eyes out and string him up in the streets by his entrails.
That's not very
The
heroic of you.
tragic part is, they just walked
She never
inside.
claimed to be a hero. She's a hero for her. She's her god's weapon.
Yeah, they just walked inside, so like 50% of my spells are no longer
She's going to
effective.
gut him like
no.
a fish.
Sucks, I
It's
know.
the tragic part of
She's
being
got
a
one
druid.
more weapon in
You baby.
Tell's throat that is perfect for bisecting.
So, I have to ask, what did you guys think about the fight?
Oh my god.
It was so ridiculously
Stressful
fun.
in a very delightful way.
I'm glad. I did not realize that I could,
One shot.
use stone golems to such good effect.
See, that's the thing. I feel like if they had not been if they hadn't essentially deactivated when the person they were targeting went down, I would have liked it a lot less. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like if
You
they
wouldn't have
just
liked it if they were
continued-
going out to kill you.
Right.
So
They wanted to incapacitate us to keep us from getting in the warehouse.
So I'll give you guys some more information about it because you guys are not going to encounter those again unless you fuck up real bad.
Real bad.
So what they were supposed to do was that anyone who attempts to get into the warehouse without using a key gets attacked. So when Faerun deactivated the arcane lock on the door, they all jumped from the roof and started attacking because that was an attempt to get in.
Right.
Anybody who attacks them or also attempts to get in would also be attacked. So if you had done nothing, or in some cases ran away,
They would have just left us alone.
yes.
Yeah.
Their only goal was to defend the warehouse.
Hence why they didn't come after me when I sprinted in the other direction.
Now,
Because
if
they
you had-
assumed I was fucking off.
Now, if you had cast a spell from back there to harm one of them,
Then they would have come after
they
me.
would have started chasing you down.
They did though. You cast all the dead on them.
But,
I know, but it didn't hit.
it didn't.
wasn't
It didn't
effective.
hit, and by the time that they had another action, one of them was destroyed, and that was sufficient enough to.
It was essentially like, they have a key now.
Yes.
Yeah. And then, yeah, that makes sense. The logic of that, like, you said that they weren't aggressively smart.
No.
So the second we technically had a key in our possession after murdering one of them, they were like, key, and then they left.
Oh, legit.
But yeah, you can see why George and his cronies did not come to this by themselves.
Don't worry. I have 90 hit points now.
Yeah.
Jade wants to know if they were also doing non-lethal damage.
No, they don't really hold back. They
No,
just
they're
kind of
not.
punch.
The-
If they accidentally kill someone,
15.
Stand behind Faerun.
But that would have to be like a
Faerun pretty
total.
past him. He can opportunity attack with a
That
spell.
or
They
just
don't- they-
very unlucky.
yeah, they don't attack as soon as you go unconscious. If you're unconscious, they're like, whatever.
Or even if you just stay down, apparently.
It was mostly just that, like, none of us stayed down long enough to do death saving
If you,
throws.
if
We
you're,
were immediately brought back up
if
again.
the action you chose during your turn was anything hostile towards them, they would target you.
Right. The logic of it made sense. It didn't feel like, even though they were like mega powerful compared to us, it didn't feel unfair necessarily. There was a logic that we could all follow and sort of use to our advantage, which was really fun. It made me think a lot more when I was fighting, which is always
Roll for
good.
severity, quite possibly, if they could see them at first. But unfortunately, it took Grim showing up to make them all visible again.
Tell was the only one who could see them for so long. Just panic.
And I used a very specific feature about them, which is while they're not moving, they appear as stone.
Yeah. Damn it.
So you did a really good job trying to look for them. You just didn't look in the right spot.
Yeah. Didn't.
I really
it.
tried using
I
tonight's
didn't
session.
even think about the roof.
No one ever looks up.
No.
Like, that's why I specifically go every time I'm looking up. Especially when
Yeah.
it messed with a different GM. It was like, yes, there's going to be like 50 giant spiders hiding in the ceiling. And I walk and I go, I look up and he's like, oh.
Damn it.
Yeah. No, so today was very much me trying to learn how to use, or trying to relearn how to use perception checks a little better. I feel like I did okay. Also, I like the way that I'm now running investigation, which is you guys roll perception, and then you choose a location that you're
Right.
searching.
That makes sense.
Andrew messaged into chat, waves Mage Bane at Tell.
No. No. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're now inside, so half of Faerun's spells are no longer effective.
I mean,
Aw.
you can go outside too.
I can.
It's okay, Nakane's got choices on which fucker she's going to hurt more first. Either the
Nakane
one
has
who
a map.
shanked her or the one who punched her in the face, which is probably going to be...
Assuming we can get you not unconscious.
she'll be
Because
fine.
you are unconscious currently.
It's fine.
So that's an
As
easy
the
fix.
fight starts.
Faerun can just...
Zoop.
Hold on,
Okay.
I still have the spell points to do that.
before I forget,
I can guess one of them. What if I just steal Jim, whatever the fuck his name was? George.
George.
George is our friend now.
Well, he's not necessarily our friend, but you know.
George is
our
mine
girl
now.
George is a dickhead. What if we made George stab his friends?
George is my bitch now.
George is a thrall.
You know, one thing she didn't take off was the she knows better not to take it off. The one piece of armor she did not take off is the Belt of Hill Giant strength.
Yeah.
She could reach a hand back, and if I rolled well enough, she could probably like go from unconscious to unconscious and crush George's windpipe with her bare hands.
Roll for severity. You will have to tune in next week to find out what happened to the person that poisoned Nikani.
He gets his windpipe crushed.
No, I mean the wild
random-
magic effect.
Oh, good.
Yeah. But yeah, no,
He
like,
turns into a newt, and it kind of steps on him.
some of my characters have great moral qualms about taking people's mental freedom. Farron does not.
Farron does not.
Hey, hopefully, definitely not for the guy who's holding the unconscious great-granddaughter who's bleeding from the face.
Farron in general does not. That is just an incentive to do it.
Thank you for joining us, Fox. Can't wait to see you guys next week.
Yes.
Farron's not a bad person. He's just morally unsound.
I will see everyone next week.
Alright.
Yeah, please
Morally
Have fun.
unsound is not the right way you want to describe
tell
someone.
the audience about Nims.
Not yet.
Yeah.
No?
No.
Next week.
Okay.
Andrew says, love you, Vox.
Love you.
Drive safe.
We're-
I will.
We're gonna hang on to that.
Yeah, next week.
Why?
Trust me.
Because I'm here next week.
All right. Well, if we have nothing else, we are gonna go ahead and raid. I
Oh,
need
there's
to
all her
find-
tails long enough. There's asphyxiation via tail.
Asphyxiation.
I gotta pull up Twitch.
I can imagine she's probably done that before on a job.
Oh wow.
If she needed to be a little stealthy without her armor. Kind of brutal.
Or, make it look more like an accident.
Crushed windpipe.
It's more accidental than a hammer to the head.
Yeah.
So
That's kinky, says Andrew. A little bit.
the D&D stream.
Jake seems to have found somebody. Where are we going?
Oh, I haven't found anybody yet, but I was working on it.
I still have spell points. This is fine.
Alright,
I
depending
have a
on
lot of spell points.
depending on her mood though, she might not go after this group for revenge.
I mean, right now, maybe.
I mean, right now, all bets would be off if she were conscious.
Yeah.
However, if the group were to choose to leave and let these guys fuck things up,
With one simple trick, I can make you conscious.
she probably wouldn't go after them.
Oh,
because
right.
they're on a job and she knows how it goes.
So we
Yeah, but they're on a job
Yeah.
as criminals.
Like I said, Nakani's done probably some
all right.
what would be
She
considered
does murder.
For a righteous
So
purpose.
we are going to raid Devil's Luck Gaming. They are playing Zweihander,
for some people.
Okay.
and they are cosplaying.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So we are going to go ahead and raid them. We've never raided them before. Yeah, so go ahead,
Say hi.
say hi, and we will catch y'all next week.
Probably.
Bye.
Yeah.